Story.
Welcome back.
Episode 7.
TAF 7. The actual Fox going on, Anthony.
Fuck yeah, man. This
What's
is
going
awesome.
on? It's good.
Fucking 7. Dude, I feel like I have to move my chair up. Hold on.
It's because I sit so tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you intimidate me, cuz.
Yeah.
I don't want the Italian standing over me.
It's been a bit like that. So.
Dude, so how's your week been?
Cruisy again. Another cruisy week for me. Leading up to the holiday we're taking soon. So
Yeah.
just relaxing, doing nothing, not spending money, just hanging out at home. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah. Another crazy week.
My week's been fucking intense, dude. I just finished 60 hours work this week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had to change my sleeping pattern over. It was fucking mental.
Yeah, I hate that.
And my boss is Italian as well. My direct supervisor.
Yeah, that's good.
He's Italian, and he was giving me grief because I'm a super wog. and I was giving him shit too because he's one of them crazy eye ties. I told him too. I'm like, dude, the guy that I do a podcast with is Italian, and we're always giving each other shit about it.
Yeah, it's great.
It was so funny.
Yeah, nice. But it's been busy. 60 hours in 1 week.
Yeah, man. So next, it'll only. So I'm going to do a rotating roster now. 32, 48, 48, 32.
Yeah, okay, that's nice. Yeah.
Although it's weird because I think apparently it's
156 over the month.
Nice. 160.
160.
Yeah, 32, 48 is 80.
80, yeah,
and
so
then,
160.
But apparently it's a 3-week rotating roster, which is weird because it doesn't seem like it should be.
Yeah.
It seems like. By the way, guys, it is starting to pour down rain because God Himself is impressed with us. So I don't know if the audio is going to come out shit, but hopefully it won't.
Just like Jonesy's accent, because he's Greek.
Yeah, because of my super wog accent.
He's also the worst Italian.
The worst Italian?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, any Greek that tries to be Italian, they're normally the worst Italian.
Bro, this accent is fully Greek, bro. I don't know why you fucking eye-thighs keep trying to claim it. By the way, I just want to know if you know the term Dago, let me know because the Italian over here didn't know the what's the word? He didn't know the derogatory term for his own ethnicity.
I know that song. They like come and me wanna go home. That's what it reminded me of when you said
Really?
It. From Beetlejuice.
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm sure the song's not from Beetlejuice, but
No. I don't know.
That's what I remember.
I don't know.
I know. That's why the way
I love
you said
that.
Dago.
Dago.
Like, Dago home. Yeah.
Dude, I used to live in a town called Myrtleford, right?
It's really coming down.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear that.
Yeah.
I don't know if our mic's picking up. It's raining.
I used to live in a town called Myrtleford, and
Myrtleford.
and there was a
name.
shitload of Italians there.
Yeah.
And so we used to say, why is Myrtleford the first town to see the new year? Because every time you go down the street, you see a day go by.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's not racism, people. We're from the same part of the continent.
Sure.
So hold on. Let's just go silent for a second. See if it picks it up in the mic. A little bit. It's a little bit in there.
It's
a little bit.
I'll try and make a nice thumbnail while we're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna think we're gay as fuck. Yeah. So I started reading a new book.
You especially.
What?
They're gonna think you're gay.
Why? Because of my manly vape.
Why?
Because I'm trying to avoid cancer.
Yeah.
Is being healthy so homosexual? Actually, yeah. Because a lot of gay dudes go to the gym and they love it. Yeah.
Different lifestyle.
So many accents that I've got, like the seedy uncle one. Your Uncle Tony will help you out, eh? Your Uncle Tony, yeah. I feel gross now.
Anthony.
Oh,
I love it.
Hit us up on social media, Twitter, Facebook. Our podcast is on YouTube. YouTube and iTunes.
Yeah, it is on YouTube.
And
the Clips channel. Highlights.
Yeah, TAF Clips. I fucking love that channel. It's so good because it's got all the quick clips on it. It's really good.
What else has been going on this week, apart from work?
So I live 15 minutes from my new workplace.
Yeah, nice.
So I get on the highway, get on the first exit out. It's so good. Dude, I had to wear, because I got cargo pants for my new security job.
So they can't see you?
Yeah.
You can hide?
So I'm a full ninja. Yep. And what happened was I was so rugged up on the ride there, so I had... On my torso, I had a t-shirt, my thermal, my work shirt, and then a woolen like pullover jumper, and then my
your
jacket.
Bike, then your bike jacket.
Right?
Yeah.
And on my legs.
Fucking cold.
Oh, and then on my legs I had thermals, then the cargo pants, then the jeans.
Yeah.
And then socks and boots on the, and then the hands, just a single set of gloves.
Yeah.
Cold as fuck. Super cold. It was shit.
So shit. Would you prefer riding your bike in extreme heat or cold and raining?
Well, cold is different to raining. It's really interesting that, like, I don't mind the cold. I don't mind. Yeah. As you know, because I've also got thermal underlays for the gloves. I didn't put them in, but I should have. But the heat
is dangerous.
I don't care about the heat. It's just I'm worried about the bike.
Yeah, okay,
I'm worried about if the.
Because I always wear proper PPE, well, especially the jacket. Sometimes when you stop at lights in like a 40-degree day and you've got your black helmet on, your black jacket.
Yeah. And then the heat from the motorcycle.
Yeah. I've had to pull over before and like take everything off to have a drink of water and just to stop myself from passing out in the heat.
Yeah, it's because you haven't graduated yet into being a full man.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's okay, bro.
Yeah, no, missed the email, did I?
Yeah. Do you know what they call that when you put all the PPE on? They call it ATGAT.
ATGAT.
All the gear, all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's ATGATT. All the gear, all the time.
Seems like it doesn't really need another abbreviation. Like
you know what
is enough.
You know what these motorcycle
already
communities are like. Yeah.
They're diverse. The motorcycle communities are very diverse. Like, if you ride a sports bike, you're not allowed to be a part of, like, other communities that ride motorcycles. Like, it's very, like...
Gate-kept.
Yeah, gate-kept. Like, you're a sports bike, so you only join street rider groups.
Yeah.
You ride a Harley, so you only join Harley groups, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be accepted into any Harley motorcycle Facebook groups or anything like that.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I don't want them to.
Yeah, I wouldn't fucking join
Because when I finally get in there, I'm going to...
I'd only join to just take the piss out of them.
You keep that Italian out of here, eh?
Just send some Fireblade pictures up to them.
Send him
a picture of the new Suzuki GXRX or whatever.
My brother used to have a... it was...
That's what a real bike looks like.
Dude, you'd love the bike that my brother used to have. It was a Buell 1200cc sports bike. Off its fucking head, man. Yeah. It's like those
1200cc is insane. It's only 300 horsepower.
Right? You know, it's like those the Hayabusas? It was comparable to that. Yeah. It was off its head.
Hayabusas they're kind of like when Koenigsegg made the fastest car in the world. Koenigsegg, or however you say it. You know, like, they're fast. Fucking hell, they're fast Hayabusas, but they're not reliable and they're probably not going to last every single day.
And that is the problem with the not the, like... Oi, do you know what I've just discovered? I've discovered why you like sports bikes.
Because they're better?
Because it's the Italians that make Ducati.
Yeah.
You motherfucker, you nationalist. That's so funny.
I want a Ducati so bad.
Do you?
That'll be the dream. Yeah.
Dude, you get a Ducati.
759 or something.
You get a Ducati, I'll get a Harley, and we'll ride.
Yeah. Well, we won't together, though, because you won't keep up.
Nah, I don't want to, though. No. But I'll ride past you when I see you pasted onto a tree. Just, I expected that. Yeah.
You just ride next to my dust.
Yeah. So I remember when when I was younger, my dad told me a story about, because when my brother bought the Buell, because he's 12 years older than me, he bought the Buell, and my brother, my dad, and another guy came down to Melbourne from Wodonga to pick up the Buell, right? And the guy that they were with had, I think it was like a 1400 Harley, like a 1.4 litre Harley, like 1450 or something. And those bikes are off their heads. Like they'll
hear them a kilometre away.
All right, let me put it this way: the only thing that will beat a Harley Davidson that is bigger than a litre is a sports bike of probably 600 if you juice it up, or anything bigger than that, right? Yeah. But this guy, he goes, he made my dad ride it home because he's like, nah, I don't want to ride it because it's off its head and I'll kill myself. Yeah, it's fine. So my dad had to ride this Buell home because my brother Adam wasn't ready to ride it yet. It was so funny. Yeah. And then, then I go around there. Bike. And dude, it's got such an aggressive stance on it too. Yeah. Like you're, like fucking like that, really leaning down.
Yeah. Kind of makes you feel like you're playing Mario Kart when you're like riding it like that.
Yeah.
And your full head down into it.
Yeah.
Over the windshield. So you can just see it.
And I love one of the things that annoys me about my bike. I got a motorbike and it doesn't have a windshield.
So very high sitting bike as well.
Yeah, really, yeah. And so the problem is that when you go...
They're cementing themselves, KTM, though. They're in the MotoGPs now.
Are they?
Yeah. Well, 14th, 18th.
Yeah,
you know, like, but they're
just
there. They're not
yeah.
up with the Suzukis, the Ducatis, or the Hondas. But
I don't think they're ever going to beat them.
Well, it's the thing about the Ducatis are they grunt speed coming down any straight in any MotoGP. Like Suzuki and Honda just can't keep up with them at the moment. Yeah,
really?
Not even Honda at the moment. If you look at the MotoGP, Ducati is just
killing it.
Yeah, they're disgustingly fast. Like they'll reach top speeds at 350 down a lot of the straights when Suzuki will be hitting 330, 325.
Yeah,
it's just like at that speed.
And isn't it interesting if you look at? So you've got 300 kilometers an hour, right? 15 k's is what? Is it 2? That's 2%. Is it? No. It's 5%.
Yeah.
Right. So you go up to 320 to 350. That's a 5% difference, and it makes all the difference, man.
Makes so much time difference. But then the Suzuki's like. If you look at the real tight cornering tracks, they're up there. They're coming second, third. Like their bikes are very maneuverable. The Honda isn't so quickly turnable and that, but every straight it comes to it. If you've overtaken the Ducati, not the Honda, or even the Hondas are very quick down these straights as well. But no one's competing with the Ducatis at the moment.
Yeah,
they're just where it's at. Italian pride.
I would say that the Greeks should come out with a motorcycle, but it'll be the laziest motorcycle ever. it'll be built by democratic vote, and it'll be a fucking 4-wheeler. You fucking idiots! Like, say what you want. I love what Greece used to be.
Is there any Greek supercars or big car?
Not really. No. Because the problem is that like
they just didn't have an economy.
No. Well, so what happened was, and this is a bit. I know this is like bro science dumb school, but what happened was that so before the Greeks got into the EU, right? They had the drachma, right, which was their currency.
Yeah.
And so what happened was, all of their houses were paid off.
Yeah.
They worked short hours or long hours, and then took a lot of holidays. They were always really cruisy and that kind of thing. But then what happened was they went into the EU. And here's what you want if you're a banker. You want a person, and definitely a country, that has very, very, very low debt. And that's what Greece had. Yeah. Greece had very low debt.
Yeah.
And so then they go in there and give them a shitload of loans and shit like that. But their lifestyle didn't change accordingly to work hard to support that. The economy didn't change to work hard to support that. And so they got themselves into debt. And then the Germans are like, the fuck, dude? What are you doing spending all that money? Because they just, and they shouldn't have done it. But, and I
hear hosting the Olympics is one of the worst things they could have done.
Oh man, hosting the Olympics is the dumbest shit ever.
Millions and millions of dollars.
Oh mate, the Olympics is a rort. Yep. They're a fucking rort. Like, and the problem is that they're all drugged up. They're all competing. Oh, for national pride. No one cares.
It's a bunch of 20-year-olds.
No one cares. That blows my top. The Olympics. All these
I love it.
Dude, have you seen how much those athletes fuck in the athletes village?
Apparently when they did it here in Melbourne, they supplied over 200,000 condoms, and there's only like 20,000 athletes.
Dude,
so that's like 20 per athlete.
No, that's 10, dude.
10 per athlete.
Trust you Italians to get your math wrong.
I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, no.
It's my day off today, mate.
Yeah,
it's my brain's day off too.
Yeah, and so they fuck the economy.
Yeah, 10 fucks per person.
Yeah, that's but you got to remember, half those cunts are fucking raw dog. Like, dude, mate, if you think,
I think that's the whole point of supplying free condoms to them, so they don't. Because apparently, there was a big problem in the Russia Olympics because the Russian prostitutes would want to sleep with these famous athletes and get their babies. So it was a big problem. They had to warn all the athletes coming across to Russia that don't sleep with the prostitutes.
Do not fuck the pretty hookers.
Because all the pretty hookers want is to inseminate them. So
I'll tell you what though, man. That was the warning I had in China too, which was, you better be careful, son, because they'll baby up and get you.
Baby?
They will. They'll
wrap the legs around.
Dude, did I tell you that? I got leg locks when I was in China. Some chick, like, mate, about half the size of Ash over there. She's a tiny girl.
But she's stronger than you, is that what you're saying?
No. So what happened? No. Well, she tried. Ash is probably stronger than me. But this chick, right? She goes, you can come inside me. And I'm like, and then she leg locked me, and I'm like, that's not happening. So I just no. So I just did this. I've just, because you're down in the missionary, and so I just pulled back up. And she just broke her legs because I'm a strong man. But that's the sound I make when I come. Bounce this bit. No. So, it was really funny. That wasn't the last time she did it, because I went back for more. And she tried to leg lock me a couple of times.
All right, well.
Hold on. Here's the funny thing, though. If you go to Asia, especially China, there's one thing that girls will say to you that you cannot take seriously, which is you can do what you want. I had several different Chinese girls say that to me, and I don't think they understood that I don't think I want to do what you want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
So, for example,
put some context in
for example, anal sex. I didn't even ask. Actually, no, I asked two girls, but it turns out it can't happen.
No,
because the Greek penis is not meant for the Chinese vagina.
Sure.
You can try though, which I have a lot. No.
Do we want to put like a little counter on to how many times Anthony talks about himself?
Dude, don't you start. You remember that last episode where you were like, because my dick is huge, bro. And I'm like, you just said don't talk yourself up. That was the funniest.
Oh, all right. This week online.
Yeah.
What do you got?
So first of all, let's have a look. Conor McGregor has retired from MMA.
Yeah.
He's going to come back. He's going to come back, because they all do.
You can buy a scotch now.
Whiskey.
Yeah, we were talking about it. You can buy it now in Australia.
I haven't found it yet, but when I do, I'm going to buy it.
I saw it. It's being sold here now. I saw an advertisement for it.
Yeah.
He's retired, is he? MMA?
Retired from MMA. He's. I reckon he's going to come back, because this is what they do.
Yeah.
This is what market.
He bought an NFL team.
No, he didn't. Did he?
Something like that.
No. He was at NFL games. He might have been in talks, but I don't think he's bought a team yet. Because that's a lot more money than he has.
And a big commitment.
Yeah, very big.
Yeah.
And
a lot
so
more money than he has.
Yeah, no. So it's because here's what you got to remember: like Jeff Bezos is worth 150 billion, but it's not liquid.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
it's in shares of his companies and all that kind of thing. So he could buy a football team, but he's got to make that liquid. He's got to make it liquid cash. Yeah. And so Conor McGregor, he's rich, but he's not white man wealthy just yet.
Yeah, okay.
His whiskey will make him white man wealthy.
Yeah,
and
well,
also
if it sells like Jameson and all that, like we discussed in, I think, TAF 1 or 2. Even TAF 1, I think it was. We were discussing that if it sold for like a $55, $60 Australian price tag, it's probably going to sell.
Yeah. And so he will...
But he'll come back to MMA.
Definitely. He's still got to fight Nate Diaz for the trilogy.
The trilogy?
And he's also got to...
they just have to offer him enough money, I think.
Well, no. He wants a stake in the company. That's what he wants.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And so he said, look, I'll come back and fight if you give me a stake in the company. But Dana White's like, you can fuck off, son.
I make so much fucking money.
Well,
but Dana White said also, I'm never partnering with someone. This is my company. Like, this will be only UFC. And then the last fucking fight, it was UFC featuring Conor McGregor.
Oh, well, he had to do that. Because, but then again, that wasn't for a percentage in the company. That was just for that fight.
That one fight. But then to say like, oh, I'm never going to partner with someone.
Actually, no, I think, no. That was the Mayweather fight.
Oh, that was too. Wasn't it?
Yeah. And so, because you had Mayweather and then you had Khabib. Oh, maybe Khabib he might have done it for, but I'm not too sure.
I think he was part of the promotion for the Khabib, Conor McGregor Industries or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Because there was a big roar about it. Like,
McGregor Promotions.
Yeah, and he was never going to promote with someone, and then off he goes and promotes to someone.
Yeah, but the thing is, man, like
it's money, man. Money talks.
Yeah, and I think that he's also the problem with doing another fight is that everybody knows that one of the biggest stains on his legacy is Khabib. But then again, Khabib's he's an animal dude. He used to wrestle bears as a kid. But I reckon Conor can beat Khabib if he figures out the right timing and gets him before he takes him to the ground.
Conor was great for the UFC, but I don't also think Conor's that great for the UFC.
Tell me why.
Like, it's like saying fucking... I know. I just don't like his personality. I don't like what he portrays. Like, he's a good bloke, but he's not at the same time. Like, you don't... To rile someone up to promote a fight, you don't have to attack religion. Like, I know religion is pretty
that's true.
You know, like, you don't have to attack someone's dad.
But at the same time, the reason he did that was because...
And throwing the fucking dolly at a bus is just irresponsible.
Hold on.
Like, it was just plain...
The reason he did that was because he knew that the only way he was going to piss Khabib off... Because, dude, Khabib is a fucking... Khabib's mind is a vault.
Yeah.
Trying to get under Khabib's skin is really hard because he can't, because he knows he's going to beat you.
Yeah.
And so he had to bring religion and family into it because nothing else would have worked.
Well, I don't know.
But you're right. It's still a bit of a, still a bit real.
Yeah, it's still a bit. It's just you didn't have to go there. You know, here in Australia, we're trying to get rid of all racism. We're trying to get rid of everything like that out of the AFL. Even if you're a fan and you're screaming racism, you're banned for life, and the AFL will ban you immediately.
Yeah, good.
Just trying to get rid of it. The sportsmanship is where I'm. Yeah. I don't think Conor McGregor's sportsmanship, but he brought the money, he brought the people, he brought the views, he promoted fights better than any other promotion ever. But also, you look at fucking Tyson Fury versus who did he fight?
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder. That press conference, there was no that was a lot nicer. But that was promoted just as well. Like, they promoted the fuck out of that fight. They were everywhere. You could see him everywhere. Yeah. People were getting hyped for it. It was a big fight. And it didn't have to go down to They were very sportsmanlike the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time, they were very sportsmanlike.
Although, Tyson was, he was giving Deontay grief.
Oh, yeah. In a competitive way. But
yeah.
It didn't go to the extent. I'll keep up with the news.
Hold on. Give me one more.
Yeah.
So the Mueller report was released. You hear about this?
No.
So you know how Trump was under investigation by everybody in America?
Yeah.
Robert Mueller was the special prosecutor brought in to decide Trump's guilt or innocence, right, on the charges of obstruction of justice and something else. Not collusion, but like being aided by a foreign power, something like that.
Yep.
So collusion is not a crime, and everyone's like, "Oh, collusion! It's not a crime." The crime would have been obstruction of justice, but here is the technical. Here's the nuance within it, right? So Mueller said, that he can't bring the charges, that he cannot determine Trump's guilt, which means that he's not technically guilty, but he said he's not exonerated. And so Trump's going around saying, "Oh, fully exonerated, bro." Yeah. And it's like, you're not. But he like, the one thing we've learned from Trump is that if you just say it,
if you just say it,
enough people believe it.
Yeah.
Another thing is that, do you hear about this Jussie Smollett case? Jussie Smollett was, he's an actor from Empire who made a false police report. And now he's getting let off because the Chicago DA has kept his $10,000 bond, and they've just let him off. The police chief is really pissed off at the DA's office for doing this. Now, Jussie Smollett, after committing a crime, allegedly, he has been nominated for one of the NAACP. Well, I have to say allegedly, so when I get sued. So he's being nominated for NAACP Image Awards. You know what the NAACP is?
No.
National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. So it was originally, the NAACP was for black rights and the forward momentum of the black community. The problem that I have with this is that the NAACP is using this because it's current, et cetera, and Jussie Smollett is maintaining his innocence. But I'm like, dude, he's clearly done it.
What was the crime he was allegedly?
He's clearly done it allegedly. So here's what happened, right? So he goes into it was a cold ass Chicago night. And apparently what happened was, this is what he told the police, he got jacked by two of his African friends.
Yep.
Who were white. And then, so essentially he staged a hate crime.
Oh, yeah.
He staged a hate crime so that he would get that victim narrative about him, and he'd get a pay rise. And then it was found out because the police asked for his phone records
Yep.
He wouldn't hand over the phone.
Yep.
Then he did. He gave them a redacted phone record on his phone, but they've just gone, hello, AT&T. Can we just check his phone records?
Yeah.
They've figured out that he's lied to the cops. And then charges weren't brought against him for whatever reason. It's because like he's just bought injustice.
Yeah.
And then because he's black, because he's gay, because he's famous, he gets away with it.
Yeah.
And so this makes me so fucking mad, but it is because we are in the era of Trump. If this was under Obama, but the problem is that the DA in question is connected to the Obamas.
Yeah.
Now, if this was under, let's just say, George Bush or Clinton or even before that.
Yeah, I was going to get back.
He'd have been fucked. And so...
staging a hate crime is extremely fucking bad.
Oh, it's horrible because what it does is...
Like that old YouTuber that used to do it.
Yeah, because now what he's going to be doing...
Incites hate.
No, yeah, exactly. And so now when someone actually does get lynched or mobbed or fucked up, when a black guy, something happens to him, everyone's just going to call him, it's just like Jussie, nothing happened.
Boy who cried wolf.
Yeah, the boy who cried wolf, exactly. Yeah. And so it's just...
It's also, like, there was a YouTuber that would stage hate crimes on his YouTube channel to get views, and you would just see the comment section was just filled with fucking people... like he staged what would happen if I left a car advertising Donald Trump in a ghetto neighborhood, and then filmed, like, a whole bunch of black people smashing the car. But he paid these black people to smash the car. But he's inciting and letting everyone think that this is just the way they... act in these neighborhoods, and it's inciting all this hate. Hundreds of thousands of people in the comments having hate towards, the people because of some fucking shit he's made up. It just incites hate. It's one of the worst things you can do, especially in 2019, when people are so quick to fucking jump on a hate bandwagon.
Yeah, we're so divided. We're so on teams.
Yeah, so dividable as well. And when you can create fake content with special effects and paying people, and who knows these days with YouTubers, and this could all be fake. This could all be a green room. We could be sitting in Greenland on a hill. Who knows? You know what I mean? And to make YouTube videos specifically, or what this guy did in the news, specifically to indulge hate to a certain race, is just fucked.
It's fucked. And so, hey, Jussie Smollett, fuck you.
Fuck you, mate. I only just heard about you today. Fuck you, dickhead.
And that comes from the Italian and the Greek. We are agreeing on something, cuz. That's Chinese. I just cussed in Chinese at him.
Yeah, nice.
Actually, no, your mum's probably a nice lady, so don't fuck her. Tsani, you fucking asshole. Hey, what's your This Week Online? And then I've got one more.
Oh, I spoke a bit about sports and Conor McGregor living the MMA. So I've got right now a quick fire sports. This is it. Sports news in 5 seconds. Maybe a bit longer. Quick fire sports.
That's what he says to his missus when he starts to make love.
In AFL, Geelong's looking good. Collingwood strikes back. Is the season done for Essendon? Yes, it is. Eagles are back on form. It's going to be tough to beat the Eagles at home this year. You watch out. In the AFL,
Wait, hold on. Are you an Eagles fan or a Freo fan?
Freo fan.
I'm going to call you an Eagles fan from now on.
I'm just telling you, it's going to be hard to beat fucking Eagles at home this year.
Yeah, good.
AFL female grand final was held today between Adelaide and Carlton. Spoiler, Adelaide smashed them 63-18.
Wait, hold on. There's a female AFL final?
Grand final was held today.
It's not really grand though, is it? It's kind of grandma.
It's a grand final, mate. Adelaide smashed them 63-18.
WAFL. We're going to call it the waffle.
In other sports, Aussies win their 7th one-day international in a row. Looking good leading to the World Cup. If you know what I'm talking about, that's cricket. 7 in a row for the Australians.
Wait,
Perfect
hold on.
time of the
is that
one-day internationals?
Oh, ODI, yeah.
Yeah, ODIs, yeah. So, and then Lewis Hamilton taking pole position today at the Bahrain for the F1 GP. So, big going on in sports this week.
The sports update.
Yeah, little sports
update. I hate that we're doing sports. I fucking hate sports.
So I made it quick. That's how I made it. There we go. Okay.
I appreciate that, man.
Flagstaff station shut down over suspected gunman. Turns out it was a busker with a didgeridoo.
I bet they thought it was a rifle case. It's funny what happens. Like it's interesting to me. Like every time you have like a tragedy like this that isn't in America.
Yeah.
The whole country goes on a lockdown, and so things like this are less likely to happen in the subsequent short time afterwards, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. If you
the feeling is that it will happen. So it's really interesting that someone's called the cops. I assume that's what's happened. Someone's called the cops and they thought it was a gun case.
Yeah. What was he doing? He was doing breathing exercises on his didgeridoo.
Yeah. Do we know the color? Do we know what race he was?
No.
Good.
Do we? No.
Good. I'm actually glad that that's the case.
No, that hasn't. Yeah, that's not been.
It was probably.
It's just funny because even now, my partner drove past Flagstaff station today, and there's still cop cars hanging around, like 7 SUV vans, cops everywhere still. 3 days later, over a suspected gunman, it was just a busker with a
Nothing happened, boys. Nothing happened. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Might not have been related, though.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, I'll tell you what. If they were related, it's just to make people feel safe.
Yeah, yeah.
Just these fucking pussies in the city.
Well, lots
fucking
happened.
Jesus. Yeah, but not in Melbourne. In New Zealand, it happened.
Yeah, but still, like, there was someone ran someone over last week in Melbourne. Again.
Oh, here's another This Week Online. You know that guy that did the near Flinders Street Station? He ran over those people.
Yeah.
He got a lifetime sentence. Yeah. He's going to serve 30 years before he can even think about parole.
Yeah, good.
In which he's going to be in his 60s.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Fuck yeah. Is that enough for the lives he took? Who knows?
No, of course it's not. But you know, like
he got the maximum sentence.
Yeah, and I think we should.
Like Australia's not taking shit lately. Like that one punch rule. If you punch someone at a club now, you will go jail. Like you will go jail now. If
the consequences. Yeah. If they're. I think New South Wales does minimum mandatory sentencing of 8 years for a coward punch.
Yeah. Which is awesome. Australia's not taking much shit lately. It's you go to jail for the shit you do.
Yeah. Yeah. But the problem is though that I can't remember what I was going to say. Here's my last This Week Online. Dude, this will blow your mind. So, a Canadian man has been charged by a social justice tribunal for gender discrimination. And here's what he did. He was a Christian bloke, and he was handing out flyers. So he was there was a guy running for, I think it was mayor in a district of British Columbia, and a transgender woman. So male chromosomes, and a Christian man was handing out flyers saying that this person is male.
Yeah.
Right. And which is factually true. Now the tribunal. Dude, I could not believe this.
What do you mean, social justice warrior tribunal? What does that mean?
So in Canada, they've got Bill C-16, right? Now, Bill C-16 says that you need to refer to people by their gender pronoun of choice.
Yeah.
Now, the problem with that is it also doesn't stipulate that they have to have one for the rest of their life. So they can just change it when they want, right? So if I say to you, hey, dude, and you go, no, I'm a girl today.
Yep.
I'll go, okay, well, hey, babe. And then you go, no, I'm back to a dude now.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucked. It's just fucked, right? And so, what's happened? So then
I don't think it happens like that majority of the time, though.
Yeah, but that's not the point. Yeah. The point isn't the majority. It's this very case. And so here's so then, as a consequence of doing that, the Canadian government allowed tribunals to be set up that are extra legal. You know what that means?
No.
They do not fall within the law.
Okay.
That means these tribunals do not have to answer to the law of the land. Right? Now, what's happened is this guy was handing out flyers saying that this bloke is a male. And when this guy was in front of the tribunal, one of the judges, he's not a fucking judge, one of the judges, he's not a fucking judge, said, referred to the victim, not a victim, as a male. And then the guy that's being charged is like, even he did it. What's going on, this motherfucker? Right? So, and I figured this out. I heard about this because Jordan Peterson tweeted it, right? And this is exactly what he was warning about. Exactly what he was warning about. So, he's been ordered to pay $55,000 to the victim.
Why?
For gender discrimination.
Okay.
Because because he or she or whatever the fuck it is transgender, right? Yeah. Now, I don't hate transgender people. I think that if you want to be transgender, but I'm not calling you a male if you're a female, and I'm not calling you a female if you're a male. It is as simple as that. And now here's the crazy thing, right? This is exactly what Stalin did and exactly what Mao did. The other judge, not a judge, you're not a fucking judge, had to, the other judge, not a judge, said, that the truth is no defense.
What do you mean?
She actually said that. So the lawyer for the guy being charged said, look, you might not like it, but it's true that he's a male. And the judge, not a judge, said, the truth is irrelevant to the question of the law. Now, technically, she's correct because the law's so broken that when you require someone to be referred to by the gender pronoun of their choice,
yep,
you are ignoring the facts, right? And you're also ignoring freedom of speech. What you're doing is you are compelling speech, which is just horrendous, offensive, and it's the first time in English common law. Because here's what you're going to remember. The American Revolution and the Bill of Rights and all men are created equal and all that shit, all of that was based on English common law, right? Which so originally in history, here's a history lesson for you guys. Originally in history, you know the word sovereign?
Yeah.
Sovereign. So sovereign means, sovereign used to apply to the king and only the king. So the king was the only free man in the country, right? Yeah. Everyone else was subject to the sovereign. But then I think it was King Charles II, maybe, in the 1600s, there was a rebellion against him and he had to institute a parliament. And then after that, parliament said that every citizen is sovereign. So the king can't just take a life because he wants to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Before that,
he could
have, right?
Yeah.
Which is why King Henry could do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Well, isn't the Queen still sovereign then?
No. The Queen is still the Queen. The Queen's a bit different because she has diplomatic immunity, right? The Queen doesn't actually have to have a driver's license because every driver's license is in her name, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So now, but what we have now, sort of, is that every person is sovereign.
Yeah.
You are equal to me and I'm equal to them, right? And in Australia, that is the case.
Yeah.
Not in places like Saudi Arabia where the king is the big dick and everyone else is subject to him.
I don't like anything that you can't I don't know, charging someone $55,000 for their beliefs and the way that they think.
Well, this is the thing, right? So if he cannot afford to pay, which he can't afford to pay,
obviously,
if he can't afford to pay, it'll go to a Canadian court in which they will then adjudicate whether or not he has to pay.
This is a real court, not an
a real court, not one of these kangaroo courts. Yeah. And he actually said, this is kangaroo justice. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
And now
he's a Christian man, so he has very strong Christian beliefs.
Yeah.
And
now,
he has his beliefs that he believes.
Look,
and you can't really.
To be fair, he was being a bit of a cunt.
Yeah, he was.
But it should be his right to be a cunt. Yeah, I'll be a cunt to you. You be a cunt to me.
If that's your belief. You shouldn't exclude someone just because of their beliefs, or you shouldn't.
Exclude.
Now it's like to the point where we're telling them like that's your beliefs. They're wrong. You can't believe that. You have to You have to be fined like thousands of dollars. Yeah. Imagine like telling every Christian in Australia, like all of a sudden the government goes, "Oh no, religion's not real. So if you believe or think Christian, we're going to fine you."
Well, that's what the Chinese did.
Oh wow!
And that's what the Russians did. That's exactly what they did.
Jesus, all right.
That's exactly what they did. They said religion's bullshit. You're all atheists.
So let's go back to my favorite quote you've ever said. Sunlight is the best.
Disinfectant. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. Absolutely. Yeah. And so I'm hoping, and dude, if the Canadian courts rule the wrong way, this is going to be a clusterfuck for that country, man. Oh, and then it will happen here.
Canada doesn't have free speech though. Same with like the UK.
Neither do we.
Yeah, neither do we. Yeah, there's a few things that we're actually just not allowed to talk about.
Yeah, so in Germany, you can go to jail for denying the Holocaust.
Yeah.
And
in UK, like that bloke did, you can go to jail for,
teaching your dog.
Teaching the Holocaust, like teaching the practices of the Nazis.
And I was watching John Oliver, as I do every now and then, and he said again the other day that the English have got a law where you can't use parliamentary footage for comedic purposes. It's the dumbest shit ever. It's the dumbest shit ever. Fuck you, England.
So you're not allowed to make fun of the politics.
Yeah, exactly.
Stupid.
Yeah. Oh, no, you can. You just can't use the footage to take a piss out of politicians. Yeah, fucking soft cunts.
Fucking drongos.
Fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. Just be a fucking man or woman about it instead of a petulant little child, you cunts.
Fucking gronks.
Yeah. So, that's fucked. The world's falling apart. Let's go to BFI question time.
Oh, no worries. No worries, mate. I'm keen for a beer, actually. Fuck yeah.
Now, let's scissors, paper, rock to see who goes and gets them.
I don't even know where they are, mate. So off
no.
On your trot. On your trot, mate.
You know how to go.
On your trot. I don't know where they are. Sorry, mate.
You going to talk shit?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Hey, do something interesting, Sammy, okay? Yeah. Let's keep it...
I'm going to get the thumbnail photo while you're gone.
Yeah.
It's just so I can, finally have a picture without you in it.
Oh, love it.
Oh, as he goes and gets the beers, I just want to thank Bo. Is it Bo? Was he the bloke that commented? Thank you, Bo. So, for the next 10 minutes, we're now going to listen to Anthony talk about his stupid fucking hat. And hopefully he takes it off afterwards, but fingers crossed. I don't think it's going to happen. Comment right now if you think he's going to take... Let's actually comment right now Pause the video, comment right now what you think the reason he has his hat on is. And I'll tell you right now, you're probably wrong. But I think he has a hat on... Oh, why would I think he has a hat on? Maybe because I don't know, Australian, so he just wants to be proud of our culture. Maybe he has a receding hairline. We don't know. I reckon it's probably because he has a receding hairline. He's just fucking worried about his face. So yeah, I reckon I'm keen for a beer. Thanks, Bo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You are. Yeah, shout out to Bo about that.
Shout out to Bo, yeah. Shout out to Bo.
There's your cans, you crazy motherfucker.
So what are we drinking today? Carlton Drivers Pure Blonde.
Ultra low carb lager. Fucking.
We've gone through a few Australian beers now. So we're into our 7th episode. So we've had 8 beers on. Carlton Dry VB, Carlton Draft, 4X Gold, Tui's Extra Dry, Hahn Super Dry, Melbourne Bitter, Pure Blonde. What was your least favourite beer we've had?
Probably something like VB.
I think the Hahn Super Dry
4X
was pretty fucking gross.
Yeah?
Yeah, the Hahn Super Dry just left that shit aftertaste.
That's fair.
Melbourne Bitter was surprisingly really good.
That was actually pretty good. That was better than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Did you get the cider? No, you got the beer, thank God.
Yeah, no.
Imagine that.
Dude, that'd be hilarious.
That would be fucking...
I'd have to drink your beer for the taste and then mine for the giggles.
Alright, so going back to Carlton Dry, that was the original.
I really want to do blonde first, man.
You have to just go with the one that was the winner last week.
I reckon we should open
So is that a twist cap? They've gotten rid of the fucking stupid little handle?
Yeah.
I told you they would. We're only 2 weeks in and they got rid of that stupid little fucking twist off.
Mm. Oh, fuck, that's a good beer.
What a good beer. What a good beer. It's going to be tough. You know we could be drinking this for the next 50 weeks.
That's. I'm okay with that.
That's a fucking good beer, mate.
You know what we should do, though? We should contact Carlton United Breweries and tell them what we're doing. Send them some footage.
Yep, tell them which one.
And then tell them that their beer's kicking ass through the weeks.
Yeah, smash
and then just get freebies.
So that's free beer, CBU.
Do it, cuz. Hey,
CBU is known for being stingy, shit.
CUB?
Bad. Yeah, CUB.
Really?
Stingy to the employers.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they're known for, underpaid. There was a massive strike a couple of
years ago.
Allegedly.
There was a massive strike.
Yeah, massive strike. They had to lay off fucking 20,000 workers or something and shit like this.
It's because every cunt is going for the craft beers.
Fuck craft beers, man. Give me Carlton Dry.
No, but we're gonna have to do we're gonna have to do the craft beers, right? Eventually.
Or run out of Australian lagers.
Yeah, yeah.
Have to start drinking fucking colonial IPAs and shit.
Yeah.
They're so fucking expensive. Imagine paying $29 for a 6-pack.
Ugh.
Fucking gross.
$6 a beer, man.
Alrighty,
$5 a beer.
We're going to go back to last week. I asked, when Anthony wasn't here, I asked you to ask us why Anthony's wearing that stupid hat. And Bo has asked exactly that.
Yeah,
what was his comment exactly?
Bo asked on YouTube, "Oi, what's with the hat, Anthony?"
Yeah, nice.
And my reply was, you listened to Sam's little dog comment, did you?
Tell us about the hat.
It is because of my heritage, bro. So look, I'm going to be totally honest with you, man. Oh, by the way, question time before it started. I'm going to be totally honest with you, man. I bought the cowboy hat because I was inspired to. Because, look, I'm from the country.
Yep.
There's a few reasons. Number one, I'm from the country. Number two, they're really practical. It's a practical hat.
Yep.
If you don't mind looking like a fuckwit to some people. But I don't care about those people. Fuck those people.
Yeah.
So, and also...
It is practical. Have you ever seen those? I've seen a photo one time. It was fucking hilarious. It was some guy at the baseball. All right, let's crack the pure blonde. It was some guy at the baseball. He's got a hat backwards. Sunny's on top of the hat, and then he's using his hands like this to block the sun out of his eyes.
Oh,
fucking idiot!
I did see that. Yeah,
hat and Sunny's on, but he's using his hands, and they're both stupid.
Fucking
Not
idiot.
Good?
What do you think? Tell me.
Very sweet.
Yeah, not as bad as I thought it would be.
It's very sweet for a beer.
But this low carb bullshit can fuck off.
Yeah.
Not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's... I don't know. Hold on.
I reckon I can taste the 80% less carbohydrates because it's not as thick.
You keep talking. I'm gonna do a comparison drink.
The pure blonde, surprisingly, if you're a beer drinker, like if you're a fucking Carlton Dry, Melbourne Bitter, one of these beers, and you try a pure blonde, it's extremely soft,
dry,
and sweet.
Dry, so much better.
Yeah,
so much better. Yeah.
Let me. You talk. I'm gonna.
Yeah, sweet. So, because I remember the first time I had, because I wanted to years ago, I wanted to drink beer, but I didn't want to get the gut, and so I went for the low carb. And I was suffering through them, and I'd buy 6-packs, and but then I just decided, nah, I'm just not going to do this anymore. I'm just going to drink less beer, but I'm going to buy better beer. What do you think?
It's not that it's a bad beer. It's just, I guess it's just preference on taste. Like, I don't like the it's not sweetness, but it's not bitterness to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'd rather a bit of a hit.
All right, let's start question time.
So wait. So it was because of the practicality to it?
Oh yeah. Practicality and
heritage.
Practicality, heritage, because I'm an Australian.
Yeah.
I'm from the country and I love it. And here was the clincher. Do you know what the clincher was?
No, I don't.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Because I'm like, fuck it. Look, I started playing the game and I loved the hats that they had.
Yeah.
Some of the hats. I wanted a different one. Like, I wanted the hat out of, there's a hat from a TV show. And it was a flat rim all the way around, and I really like those hats.
Yeah.
But I like this just as much because it does the job.
Are you going to take it off now?
Nah.
No.
Fuck no, man. I'm wearing it every goddamn week.
Sorry, Bo.
I'm not sorry, Bo. Not at all. I think you should buy a hat like this too, Bo.
I guess that it was because you have a receding hairline.
Do I? You're right. No, sort of, yeah.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
But it's not as, yeah.
I don't care though.
That's not the reason though? That's not like, no.
I just like, I don't like the idea that I have to, and like a baseball cap's just annoying. It's just
Is
like,
it?
Well, no.
I wear one when I run my dog.
It's not annoying. It's just, I don't like I don't like having to wear a hat.
Yeah.
But this hat's really comfortable.
Okay.
And it's also the fact that, baseball caps, I don't like the look of them.
It is very sunny in here as well.
No, dude, it's just because my future's so bright. Yeah, that's why.
We're definitely in somewhere that you would want to make sure you got sunscreen on. You got some zinc on?
Nah.
You want to put some zinc on your ears or something?
Oh, bro, with my nose,
you got big ears.
I will use all the zinc. I will use all the zinc.
The nose is in front of the brim line. If you probably should put something.
No, it's not. I had to. That's awesome.
Oh, fuck. Carlton Dry is such a better beer than Pure Blonde. Carlton Dry will be moving on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pure Blonde, it's soft, man. It's very soft. It's not, like, I say sweet, but it's not like they pump sugar into it or anything. You know what I mean? Just, it's got a nice hop flavour to it. I know a lot of people that would prefer this over dry, but they're probably people that don't like lagers or don't like a beer.
All right, let's start question time, dude.
You want me to go first?
Yep.
All right. Question time. Let's do it. Do you have a signature dance move?
That's a good question. I don't.
You don't?
I haven't danced in so long, man. When I was in my 20s, I used to dance all the time at pubs and clubs and bars and shit, but not anymore.
What was your signature dance move?
I don't even know. I'd have to do it again. It's good. Like, it's been so long since I've danced.
Off you go then.
Go on. You do it first. You go first.
Well,
you won't do it. You're scared. Ask
the question.
Huh?
I have a signature dance move.
What is it?
It's called the SpongeBob.
What
so
the fuck is that?
I used to be a bit of a raver back in the day.
Yeah,
okay.
Like
hard style and stuff like that. So I could shuffle and
pop pills, seek thrills.
Sure.
He's like, no. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can shuffle, but my favorite dance move, it's a variation of a shuffle. It's called the SpongeBob, and you just tuck legs, but whatever. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
That was very, 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 very vague.
You tuck so these are your legs, and this one goes behind here, kicks out. This one goes behind, kicks out. So it's kind of like shuffling, but lateral.
I think I'm gonna have to see you do it.
Yeah. One day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
If we ever get to a live show, we're gonna make him do the dance.
Yeah. If we ever get to a live show, I'll SpongeBob for everyone in the audience. Yeah.
Fucking done.
Yeah.
Done. I'm holding you to that.
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
That's what we used to call it.
Now, here's a question for you.
You don't do the sprinkler. You don't do anything like that.
Nah. None of that signature because that's already taken.
Yeah.
I can do the lawnmower, sprinkler.
Put some time into it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Now, here's a question for you. How many second graders do you think you could fight off before you became overwhelmed?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like this question. I've actually had this drunken discussion before. So, lots of thought put into this. I'd put myself into a bathroom stall. Now, picture this. Wall behind me. I'm here. Standing in the bathroom stall.
You got to pull the mic up,
second graders are, they're 10 years old or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're coming at me, and it's just push kick. Push kick. Push kick.
But what if they start getting one by one, under the side walls by zombies?
Stomp, push kick, stomp.
So
I reckon I could push kick at least. So now it's not. Now I'm in my zone. I'm in my little cubicle. I'm push kicking one by one as they walk in. They're not getting up off a push kick from a bloke like me. They're 10 years old. So now it's how many push kicks I can do on each leg before coming physically untired. And I'd say about 300.
I don't reckon you could do 300 kicks, man.
Yeah, I reckon I could push kick 300 kids. If life or death and they're mobbing me, I reckon I could get through 300 good push kicks until my body just collapsed. That's about 3 push kicks a minute, 4 push kicks a minute. You're going for, like an hour.
3 or 4 a minute. These cunts are coming at you by the second, bro.
Fucking bring them on, one by one. But
what about when the bodies pile up and they start climbing over your head? Because that's what's going to happen.
300 bodies in a toilet.
No, because they're gonna start piling up at the door, and you're gonna have cunts they'll just stack on each other.
How many do you reckon you can take?
I
don't get to line them up, is what you're saying.
All right, so just say you're in the middle of a basketball court.
A middle of a basketball court.
Yeah, I reckon.
To a corner.
I reckon minimum.
You got to get to a spot where you can see everything coming towards you. Because again, they're 10.
Yeah, they're 7.
7. Oh shit, they're 7. Yeah, so you don't have to do much. Do they have weapons?
No.
Yeah, so it's all about your own physical fitness at this point. I believe. Yeah. I'd
be eye gouging and face punching.
45 minutes to an hour of full physical. But then again, fighting's hard, man.
Right.
But not 7-year-olds. Fighting Conor McGregor's hard.
But here's what you got to remember. Some of them are going to latch onto your legs and hold on. And then some of them are going to grab your wrists and hold on. I reckon you'd last 5 minutes, dude. I reckon I would too.
I reckon I could get through
if you get 80...
How many do you have to fend off at a time?
87-year-olds...
80.
87-year-olds on a basketball court, and you're in the middle.
I'd just pick one up by the legs, swing it,
That's not a bad idea.
Spinning in a circle and using him as...
Yeah, then you get dizzy and fall over.
Yeah.
Then you'd be fucked. Totally fucked.
Yeah, you'd be fucked.
This is a very interesting question.
No, I reckon I'll run to the closest bathroom, stand in the back of the stall so all sides are covered, and just push kick my way out of them. Especially 80. I would definitely get through 80.
Do you know what I'd do? I'd go to the bathroom, lock myself in the stall, and just start singing Billie Jean. I had to get him to fuck off. Maybe not, because I don't have historical context. Dude, he died in 2010, I think. Was it 2010?
I was in high school.
Damn, man, he died in 2010, dude. That's so crazy. He's been dead a long time now. Yeah. So all those 7-year-olds have no.
No, they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
No. What?
Yeah, go.
Would you rather lose a leg or an arm?
Leg.
Leg?
Yeah.
Explain why.
Video games.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And because the thing is,
you can still drive with one leg as well, automatic
cars. Drive. Now, here's the thing. I would be devastated at losing either, because then you can't ride a motorbike. But definitely a leg instead, because although it'd be weird trying to fuck with one limb less. Doesn't matter what limb it is.
No. You should ask my dad that.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's only got one leg.
Really?
Yeah.
How does he fuck?
I don't know. I've never really...
Those questions you were asking...
Really
those questions you were asking the other day about the dad and the dog.
Yeah.
I would have thought you'd had video by now. You sick fuck.
I'll definitely rather lose a leg as well. I think
definitely video games, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't...
everything. You can, Yeah, I think there's a lot. You might not be able to run again, but... I don't know. Yeah, definitely lose a leg.
Yeah.
Chop that bad boy off.
Okay. Would you rather be able to play every musical instrument?
Yep.
Or speak every language fluently?
Oh, speak every language fluently.
Definitely.
Fuck yeah.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Fuck music.
Yeah.
Music. I would listen to it. Because then you could listen to the music in every language and understand it.
Make a lot of money.
Oh, mate.
I speak a lot of different languages.
Oh, yeah. You speak every language fluently? Fuck yeah, man.
Fuck yeah.
I'd be a super interpreter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be in fucking Africa.
Yeah. Dude, no. I would...
Making sense, though.
I would align myself with some really powerful guy, gain his trust, and just work for him for the rest of my life. Just getting paid. Getting paid.
Pablo Escobar.
Maybe not. Maybe someone a little bit morally better, like Mohammed bin Salman.
Yeah.
The dictator of Saudi Arabia. All right, you go.
Oh, yeah, I'd definitely rather speak.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That would be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Would you rather bang a hot chick with your mum's mind or bang your mum's body but with someone else's mind? So would you rather bang a hot chick with your mum inside of it or your mum but with someone else's mind inside
I'm starting to regret my choice of podcast partner. Hold on. So
So it's your mum in a hot chick?
Neither. I'll just wank.
I'll just wank. No, you have to choose.
No, you don't.
Would you rather?
No, you don't.
Would you rather? Let me repeat that for you. Would you rather bang a hot chick with your mum's mind?
Yeah, that one, because then I just make her face the other way.
But it's your mum. She's going to remember it. It's your mum's mind. She's going to remember it.
No.
You just bang your mum's body
won't.
With someone else's mind.
Yeah, but it's my mum's body, dude. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but then imagine Christmas a year later. And you're like, I fucked you.
I wouldn't say that.
You didn't look like that, but it was you.
She's blindfolded.
She's blindfolded.
You didn't say she wasn't. She's blindfolded. Blindfolded, definitely.
All right.
Yeah, definitely blindfolded.
So a hot chick with
she
your
does
mum's
not.
mind.
She
You're
does not.
your mum.
She does not know who it is, bro. Yeah. Yep. I'd figure out a way around it.
Yeah. All right.
If I had to, dude, that was gross.
Yeah.
I feel a little dirty now.
All right. So everyone, just so you know, Anthony has decided to bang his mum, but his mum is in a different body.
Untrue.
That is exactly what Anthony just said. I'm happy to bang my mum in a different body.
All I'm saying is you want to fuck your mum's body. You reckon your mum is a hottie. All right, check this out. If you were the opposite sex for the whole day, what would you do?
If I was female, just for one day.
Yeah. What's the first thing you do?
If
you woke up, if you woke up and you were in the opposing bodies, what would you do?
Like if I woke up and I was Ash?
No, not Ash. Because you know her body pretty well. But like...
You're just expecting me to say I'll run to a mirror.
I don't expect anything. Well, what's the first thing you do?
If I woke up as a female.
And then Ash woke up as a male, both random bodies.
Probably go see a doctor immediately. I think that would be the first thing.
Yeah, that's true. I've never had that response. Hospital. That's fucking hilarious.
Just ring up the fucking hospital. Ring up Dr. Phil, Oprah.
Yeah. What do I do, cuz?
Yeah, what do I do, bro? What's happening?
The first thing I would do is definitely strip down and get in the mirror. Definitely. I've got to be hot, though. I've got to be hot. I would hate to wake up in a fat chick's body. That'd be, I'd be playing video games and eating Cheetos and then go the fuck to sleep again.
I'll definitely be contacting
Dude, you know what I would do? I would ring that bell. I'd be trying to orgasm as many times as I could.
That's always something I've wanted.
Just to get multiple that female. Is it awesome, Ash? The female multiple orgasm?
She wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I love the fact that you said it. That's good. Hey, that was a humble response, mate. I didn't expect that from you. I love that.
Yeah, I'll definitely. Yeah, I'd be ringing the fucking.
Ringing the ambulance. Yeah,
like you would make a lot of money on 60 Minutes, for some shit like that. You know what I mean?
No, they think you're making it up.
Yeah.
I mean, who's this bitch saying she's a male? Oh wait, Caitlyn Jenner. Anyway,
burn.
I think you need some ice for that burn, Caitlyn. The first thing I would do,
like a lot of diplomats watch us,
and then the second thing I would do is go flirt with some boys and use my sexual prowess.
You would get fucked.
Oh, dude, definitely.
Immediately.
Dude, I would go.
That's I know. I wouldn't turn into a woman so I feel comfortable with sucking dick.
I wouldn't suck dick. I would get gorilla fucked by a rugby player. That's what I would do. I would get, but someone who knows what he's doing. I'd get gorilla fucked by a rugby player. Yeah, definitely, or a boxer. Just, slap me around a bit.
Get myself inseminated by some fucking.
It's not my problem tomorrow. It's not my problem. Dude, I just want to know what it feels like taking a dick. Because I've given a lot of dick.
You can do that now. Like, you can.
What? Wait, hold on. What did you say?
You don't need to turn into a woman. So, Anthony, what would you do if you turned into a woman? I'm going to suck a dick!
Oh, you're a filth head.
It's the only way I feel comfortable doing it.
Nah, if I wanted to, I would. I just don't want to.
Oh, that's fucking
Why am I defending myself? I fucking hate you. Oh, this is so good.
Oh, this is a good one.
Okay.
Would you rather a stable relationship or a stable internet connection? You can only choose.
Oh, definitely stable internet connection. Absolutely, man.
Really?
Yeah, because I can always go get a stable relationship. Oh, wait. I suppose it's the other way.
That's the whole question. You can only have one. You can only have a stable relationship or a stable internet connection.
Why?
It's just a question, mate.
Oh, I suppose everyone in China deals with that. They've all got stable relationships that are never going to end, but the internet doesn't work. Definitely stable relationship.
Yeah, I think most people spend their life looking for a stable relationship.
Yeah. That's because we already have stable internet connections.
Yeah.
So all the poor people in Africa are like, "Oi, bros, I want to get on Facebook." I mean, they're kind of like, "But I go to Facebook." I don't know.
This week's a week for impressions.
Yeah, by next week I'll be over my super wog.
Yeah, stable relationship. I think that's what we search for in life, essentially, like a lot of humans and that. But a stable internet connection is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, having a stable internet connection. It's a dream to a lot of people. It is. That's why it's such a good question.
So, here's a question for you. If your life was a movie, who would play you?
Who would play me?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I want Ash's comment on this, on both of us too.
If my life was a movie, who would play the stoner that plays video games? Seth Rogen. If my life was a movie... I rolled a triple leaf joint.
Do you reckon if he dyed his hair blonde, James Franco?
Well, James Franco would do us a good sound as well, I reckon.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I reckon James Franco would do a good me.
You reckon?
Yeah, for sure.
Who
would play you?
You could be played by Channing Tatum.
Maybe. I'm not that dumb though.
You're not that handsome too.
Yeah. I go the other way. I go a little bit smart, a little bit ugly. Yeah, I think that.
I think to play me would be Colin Farrell. When he was younger. Yeah. Colin Farrell or who else? Not Ryan Gosling. He's too much of a little bitch. And he's like,
your life's not that interesting for Ryan, I guess.
Fuck off. My life's super interesting, dude. Yeah, probably Colin Farrell, because Colin Farrell's got that charm, but he's also just kind of got that just sleeping on the couch misery about him.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and sometimes that's what life's like, man.
I think Jim Jeffries would play your role quite well.
No.
Yeah.
He's
Australian,
he's two-way out.
Depressed.
Two-way out. Oh, dude, he's a This Week Online. Jim Jeffries got caught cussing out Muslims on YouTube. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's really weird.
For an update on Beer Fight, I've completely smashed this Carlton Dry and I'm ignoring the Pure Blonde. So,
dude, I'm trying to finish the Pure Blonde and it sucks. It sucks. I don't like it.
That's the winner.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to finish the Pure Blonde.
Yeah.
Okay, it's on red. All right, give me one more question.
All right. After you survive the apocalypse.
Oh, hold on. No, hold on. Let's get Ash's answer to us.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then we'll take a break and come back.
Yeah. Who would run up?
Ash, who do you think would play Sam Dog's life?
I reckon either
Chris Pratt, yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy. Or Dax Shepard, yes. Yeah, Dax Shepard.
Those are both good answers.
Good answers.
I reckon Dax Shepard.
I love Dax Shepard.
Yeah, Chris Pratt. That's such a hard fight. Put them together and they make story.
Yeah.
All right. What about me?
Jonesy?
I reckon what you said,
Colin Farrell.
Or
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger or
Jake Gyllenhaal in this movie.
Seth MacFarlane.
No. Seth MacFarlane's the guy that does
Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Yeah, that guy.
You reckon? Have you ever seen him in a movie?
Yeah.
The Ridiculous Six, was he in that?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know.
Okay, I have no idea. I've never seen him
Yeah.
in a movie.
So we've got Colin Farrell, and I'm a fan of Colin Farrell. He's fucking great. Colin Farrell and Dax Shepard.
Yeah, I'm kicking with Dax Shepard. Chris Pratt would do well, but he is a bit chubby.
You look more like Chris Pratt, but you've probably got more personality like Dax Shepard.
Yeah. Tall, blonde, I know.
Yeah.
Dax is fun as well. He rides motorcycles. He's a motorcycle rider. He's a sports bike rider as well.
You know he's got his own podcast.
Does he? There you go.
Yeah.
Bring Dax on.
All right. So here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to go for a break, change the battery, and then
we'll be right back.
We'll come back.
We'll see you soon.
We're back.
Just like that, mate.
That's cool, bros. We're not going to lose it again because I've pressed mute.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You got the audio right.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, we're on.
It's all good. So what was the question you were about to ask?
After you survive the apocalypse, what would your job be? What skills can you bring to the table for an apocalyptic world?
Oh, that's a good question. Human resource? No.
Yeah. So you're pretty much useless.
Probably something to do with organization and like the
need for counsel people.
Like counseling or psychology or something like that.
It wouldn't be that high though.
But that's not a high priority.
Yeah.
But other than that, organization.
Yeah.
Like, because you need organization, and it depends on, and also leadership. Like, one thing you need is leadership, and so
some people are born leaders, some people aren't. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think that I wouldn't want to be the top guy. I would want to be an advisor to the top guy, to the leader, because when you're the boss, everyone's gunning for you. But when you're just the side guy, you know stuff. It's like, I think I'd be like the consigliere.
I'm an Oxy welder by trade, so I think that.
Are you?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I left year 10 to go do an Oxy welding course.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I worked for about a year and a half at a place called Core Engineering. We used to tin solder the radiators for the massive trucks in Carafa. We used to get them caustic, spray paint them, refurbish them essentially and give them back to the trucks.
Okay.
So I think if I was to survive the apocalypse welding, I'll definitely just be a welder.
Oh, also
very easy skill to bring on. Like, you'll be able to find these tanks and propane tanks and welding guns, and I'd be able to tin solder at least, or proper solder some metal together and rebuild some structures. And I guess I'll probably be the guy that was then welding.
I think I'd also be doing security as well, like set out security protocols and patrols.
Yeah,
and,
like
get weapons and
chief of police essentially. Yeah,
the chief of police,
not as chief of police.
I'd be so corrupt.
You do know a lot about how security runs and prevention, and because especially in an apocalyptic world, you would need prevention. And I don't trust anyone. It would eventually go to the biggest guy gets everything. You know what I mean? We would just. I believe that if the apocalypse was to happen, we would just turn straight back into that, primitive mindset.
Definitely, man.
Yeah. So I would become a welder for you all. Weld your shit together for you, no stress.
Okay. If someone was filming your life up to this point, what would be on the soundtrack?
All right. So it's Dax Shepard in this movie. And now we have the soundtrack to Dax Shepard. Now, do you guys remember a video game called Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time? We've got soundtracks like Click Clock Woods and Zelda's Lullaby, and that would be my soundtrack. Just something that you could listen to for many, many hours on end, but never remember.
That's so true, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what a lot of movies do too.
Yeah, that's what a lot of good video games can do. Music that you never get bored of, but then when you walk away, you don't remember it. So next time you come back,
that's so crazy. That's so true.
That's what they want, and especially when the reason Nintendo has such brilliant music is because one composer named Grant Kirkhope, and Grant Kirkhope is the composer for a lot of top Nintendo games, like the new Super Mario with the Hat Odyssey and the old Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. He was the soundtrack guy for Banjo-Kazooie and, Banjo-Tooie. And these are some of the best soundtracks of video games. Again, I'm not a big movie guy, so I've turned this into video game. But these are some of the best soundtracks to ever live. And right now, I can hum Zelda's Lullaby or Tick-Tock Woods and I can remember it, but it's just a whole song. But you remember, like, spots of it, but you could listen to the whole song over and over again because it's such easy listening. So I would hope that Grant Kirkhope could compose my music for my movie for me, and it'll be something that's always there but never in the spotlight. That Dax Shepard still takes main key. It'll be the soundtrack to yours.
To my life, my teens would be full of Eminem and Tupac. And the
soundtrack would be the Spice Girls.
And then fuck you, dude. and then as I became older, it would go into like heavy rock. Like there's a song called Mistreated by Deep Purple, definitely that.
Yeah.
When I go through a breakup. Anything from AC/DC when I'm on the motorbike.
Yeah.
And then I like Yellow Wolf as well.
Yeah.
And also like just heavy rock.
I
never really got into that Blink 182. Scotty didn't know. That's
enough.
That kind of fucking that's just nonsense music.
Yeah,
it just annoys me.
I didn't mind the Blink 182. I wasn't. Is that punk kind of? Punk rock. Alternative rock. Yeah, I was more into rock.
Yeah,
myself especially as well. Yeah. I would love to have Grant Kirkhope, just a nice funky tune in the background no matter what, but nothing like over the top.
I definitely have some blues too.
Yeah, some blues. Yeah, there'll be a lot of blues, I think.
Yeah. What about yours? Sorry. Next question.
Next question. Yeah, what about mine? She gets everything. Say, pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, fuck off. Podcast ended.
In context, though, not all the time. Not all the time.
No, fuck off.
Doesn't need to be on there all the time.
Fucking.
Actually, no, you're right. Yeah.
Typical fucking Greek.
Oi, it is because we have good taste, bro.
No.
We stole all our food recipes from the Italians. It depends. Sometimes, maybe. I don't know. Here's the answer. Does she want it?
No, fuck that. No.
Do you like pineapple on pizza? That's why you don't like it. You fucking.
The answer is no.
Oh no, dude. I'm dating this chick now, and she actually said, she said, I want pineapple on my pizza. I'm like, all right. Then it goes on pizza. Cause you know what? Cause I want that puss.
Hope you're listening.
Yeah, I hope you're listening, baby. Cause I want that puss.
That's why you get the pineapple.
Wait, do that again.
No.
That's awesome. Okay, now you ready?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go for it.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
No, idiot. Hold on.
Easy question.
Cats or dogs? If you had to, which one would you eat?
Eat?
Mm.
Dogs.
You'd eat a dog?
Would you see the size? You get a fucking nice Labrador Rottweiler. They got some good meat on them. Bigger muscles. It'll be nice. Fucking tiny little cat wouldn't feed my big toe,
You're
mate.
a monster. No, but what if you had the same amount of cat meat? You just had to kill more cats, or just a big dog?
The dog. What
Yeah.
do you mean? The fat would be, the muscle would be more leaner. It would be it would just be better meat. I would 100% assume dog would be better meat than cat.
I didn't know you were Chinese.
No, it's just the size of the animal. You know what I mean. But then again, chickens are small and their meat tastes good.
Right? Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
I would have to eat. I don't think my morals would take into consideration of my food flavor preferences. Otherwise, I would be vegetarian, but I'm not.
Why would you be vegetarian?
Because morals.
No, that's nonsense.
Like,
that's not vegetarian. Dude, all these people, this is what blows my top as well. All these people that are vegetarians that think that they're morally better than meat eaters, fuck off. Here's the problem, right? Do you know how many animals a wheat machiner kills? All those machines that go through the wheat fields kill millions of rabbits and little animals. Yeah. Millions of them. Fuck off with your morals. Not you.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Alternative energy as well, like windmills are the biggest killers of birds in the world.
Yeah, one of them, yeah.
Yeah, one of the biggest killers of birds are windmills. So it's like we could all go into windmills, but we're going to kill every single bird.
Yep, exactly. And like, there's a price for everything. Nothing's free. Yeah. And all these vegetarians
I
that are like...
I completely agree with culling animals. Like, fuck, we have to cull. Imagine if Australia was a country with never culled. You would see a kangaroo out the front of every single person's house.
Yep, exactly.
Like, culling animals is definitely a thing. And I for moral, if you're only talking about moral high ground, if you cull an animal, you better eat it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yep. There's no point in culling animals if you're not fucking eating them. That's just morally, like, wrong. Like, we have to cull animals for the evolution of humans and civilization.
I don't mind if you cull animals as long as you're doing something with it. Like, you can make cat food or dog food out of it. But I think that the problem is that if you don't, for example, in Australia, if you don't cull kangaroos, they'll fucking kill all your crops.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. And so I'd rather feed people kangaroos with those crops.
Canberra is one of the biggest states for culling kangaroos.
Really?
Yeah, they have such a kangaroo problem down there in Canberra that not even like a couple of years ago they had to cull over 20,000 kangaroos.
Damn. Unlike the emu wars.
Yeah. This one this time.
Because they've got long scopes. Next question from you, bro.
If you could make a rule for a day and every single person had to follow it, what would it be?
Damn.
One rule for the day, everyone in the world had to follow it.
That's a question that you got to take some thought about. One rule for the day, and everyone has to follow it. It would be good to your mother.
Yeah?
For real. Yeah. Take your mother out to dinner. Do something for your mum.
Yeah. Mother's Day.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. But everyone has to do it. Yeah.
No.
But I don't know. I think that would be probably, that's what first come to mind.
You'll have to pay $10 into BSB 306. No.
I like that.
You know?
I like that.
That's the rule for today.
Yeah. Everyone has to pay me.
Everyone has to transfer.
Even $1. Yeah. Just $1.
Every single person
on this day of the year.
On this day of the year.
On April 1st. it's March 31st.
BSB 30606. No, you know what I mean?
You fucking be careful, mate.
That's all right. They can only send me money. You know
yeah, true. No, they'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, on this day.
I like that.
You have to send me money.
I really do like that. And then I'll be better. I'll be good to my mother.
Yeah.
I'll buy her a Ferrari.
Yeah. Are you Arab or Wog?
Yeah. Here you go. Here's a question for you. If you were a transformer, would you need car insurance or life insurance? Right?
Life.
Life insurance?
Life insurance. But it's like saying I put rollerblades on now, I need road insurance. Nah, it's still life.
But what if you just get a dent? You haven't died.
You just comes out of Medicare, does it?
Maybe,
Just
yeah.
go to the hospital and ask them.
Maybe. I'd say car insurance and health insurance.
I'd say I'll get both, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next question for you, bro.
All right. If you had unlimited storage of one thing, what would it be?
One thing.
If you had unlimited storage of one thing, what would it be?
Lithium.
Yeah.
Lithium.
Very good answer. Yeah, very good answer.
I'd sell that shit.
Oh yeah.
On the double, son.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I'd do what the DuPont cunts do with those diamonds. I'd just make the demand real high and the supply real low. Keep that price in the jackpot section.
Yeah. Lithium's
Fuck
good
yeah.
answer. Yeah.
Lithium, definitely.
Yeah.
Or uranium, so I can threaten some cunts. No, definitely lithium. Yeah.
Not like potatoes.
I'm not Irish, mate.
Good to get me the potatoes.
Yeah. No, definitely lithium. I'd sell that.
A good answer. Yeah. Helium's also a good answer.
Why?
What do you mean? We're about 7 years away from no natural helium left in the world.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of the.
Oh, well, because you can't make it again.
Yeah, it's one of the highest needed. Like we're about to run out. Whatever.
That's crazy.
We're about to run out of helium. So
it's because
helium would be another.
Every little rich cunt's been putting it in balloons for his birthday. You fuckwits.
We're very close to running out of helium in the world. Natural helium, that is.
And then talking like this.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go for a piss.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, how does it feel being a cannibal right now?
So meat in the pure blonde?
No, dickhead, because you're drinking pure blonde. And you are pure blonde, eh? You fucking racist. Nah, he's not racist. He's just a little weird. I just want to say also that if you do want to ask us questions, you should totally ask us questions. Sam's gone for a piss now. I don't know what he asked before when I was gone. I know that sneaky fuck's been talking behind my back. I fucking know it. I know it. And about this hat, don't act like Sam. Don't act like you don't want a hat like mine. I know that if I was to buy a white hat, because you're so fucking Aryan, bro, that you would wear that hat like a fucking boss, but you wouldn't tell anyone, would you? You'd do it behind closed doors. You'd put it on one of those hat head mannequins, and you wouldn't even let Ash see it. You just go in there, sit in your video games, and wear a white cowboy hat while you just play in these video games, and you do it in secret. And then Ash would come in one day and bust you, and she'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he'd be like, "Oh no, it'd be like getting discovered watching bestiality porn for him. That's what it'd be like." And don't act like you wouldn't be wearing the cowboy hat while you're watching bestiality porn. I know that's exactly what would happen. And I know that you're watching bestiality porn right now. And I know you want the fucking white cowboy hat. So, anyway, back to the main subject of political... Anyway.
I'm back. Sorry you had to listen to him by yourself.
Nah, they enjoyed it much more than you. So, here's a question for you.
Yeah, hit me.
Wait, really? Would you rather eat... I don't know if you've done this question before. Would you rather eat shit-flavored ice cream or ice cream-flavored shit?
Oh, no, I haven't had that.
Yeah.
No. Ice cream-flavored shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd rather eat shit-flavored ice cream, dude.
It tastes like shit.
Yeah, but it's not going to do me damage like eating shit would.
What do you mean?
You know we can't eat shit, right?
Yeah, well, bacteria and shit.
Yeah.
No, bacteria and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing in this hypothetical question, no, I'm not going to get sick from it.
Oh, no, you'll definitely get sick from
then
it.
I would eat the fucking shit-flavored ice cream. I actually assume there was no repercussions.
Oh, yeah. Oh, in that case. Yeah, I'd eat ice cream-flavored shit in a heartbeat if there was no
100%.
repercussions.
Over shit.
Yeah. Fucking hell,
over
man.
shit-flavored ice cream.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if there's repercussions, I'm going with the one that doesn't give me repercussions. Just wouldn't need that much of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What is your next question, bro?
Would you rather a third eye or a third arm?
Ooh, where's the third eye?
Wherever you want.
I reckon I'd have the third eye in the back of my head and just have a little screen down here. Also, I don't know how it would work, but definitely in the back of my head.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't need a screen. It would just be a third eye.
Yeah, true.
You'll just get
straight to the brain.
Yeah. Well, I've already got a third leg, so probably go with the third eye.
Oh, listen to Anthony talking himself up. You fucking drongo. You've already got a third leg.
Yeah, so I'll go with the third eye as well, yeah. Or a fourth leg, I don't know.
I'll tell you what I would do, though. If I had a third arm, I'd play video games and masturbate at the same time. That's what I'd do. Or dude, if I had a third arm, imagine the sex you could have. You could totally hold her. You could hold her and get that real purchase on her body, and stick a finger in her pooper
at the same time. Shove one up your dog's ass. Maybe.
Oh! Ash is like,
Yeah,
you, dude, that still gives me the fucking jitterbugs. You are so gross. That's disgusting.
Right. What's your biggest deal breaker?
In terms of what?
Yeah.
With a woman?
Yeah, with a woman. What's your biggest deal breaker? What's something that they've done that you've gone, oh, that's it?
A character of cowardice.
Okay.
Seriously, I cannot deal with a weak woman. Just like I can't deal with a weak man.
Yeah.
Like, here's the deal. One thing I like about you is that you're ready to, like, yeah, okay, let's, yeah. Like, and you don't complain, like everyone complains, but I don't, because at the end of the day, man, look, everyone gets old and ugly, except for me.
Yeah. You're already ugly.
Yeah. Well, that's what my mum said. But my mum actually said when I was a baby, I was fucking ugly. Then as soon as I got hair, I got handsome.
Yeah, nice.
She said that you are still ugly even when the lights are out. But I can't deal with a weakness of character, because if something happens to me
You're
on the
so
motorbike,
ugly the doctor slapped your mum.
That's not your joke, cunt. You're so ugly that when you were born, your mum said, "Oh, what a treasure," and your dad said, "Yeah, let's fucking bury it." Yeah, that's what happened. So, everyone gets old, and the tits and the ball sag and whatever. But the thing that keeps the relationship going is good character.
Yeah. And
I do not have respect for people that have cowardice in their personality. And I can't deal with it in a woman, because if something happens to me, she's going to get rolled by another guy that could be a cunt and could treat my kids like shit. And she's not going to be able to raise my kids effectively if something happens to me. I can't deal with cowardice. You've got to have courage.
Yeah.
What about you?
A dick. It's a big deal breaker. You used to be a man?
Oi,
fuck!
Dude, there's people on YouTube now that would call you transgender phobic.
That's right. Yeah. Because you have to, like, you can't discriminate dating who
do you know
date because of what they have downstairs. In
Aldous Huxley's Brave New World, the book, it was an offense to if you were propositioned to have sex, someone wanted to fuck you, you'd have to say yes, because if you said no, it was seen as discriminatory and
of course
a social faux pas.
Yeah,
fucking crazy, man.
Fuck my own.
Fucking crazy.
What I find sexually attractive,
dude. If that was the world, dude, if that was the world we live in, I would go work at a strip club and just tell them all, like 3 times a night. Let's go at that back and get some. Like 3 times a night, man. It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I would totally rot the system. Yeah, and I like that it's not the law.
Yeah, it's a stupid
fuck these fucking social justice.
So that's a big deal breaker for me.
Do you know what I've decided? They're not social justice warriors. They're social vengeance warriors. Hashtag social vengeance warrior. Can we write that down? Yeah. Thank you. She's not going to do it.
She's not writing.
Yeah.
Can we write that down? Can we put a little cut here? Can we have an edit here? Can we have this done? Can we have this done?
Pull that up, Jamie. Pull that up.
Pull that up.
What's up? Hold on. Did you ask the last question?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question for you. If you had to be in the middle of the human centipede, who would you have in front of you and behind you?
I'd have Ash in front of me and you behind.
I knew you'd say that.
Make sure you're behind me.
I have the same answer. That didn't suck even more for you. Oh, I would have. Oh, it's not pretty either way, because your mouth is sewn to their ass.
You're definitely behind me. No matter what.
Oh, that's disgusting, dude. That's disgusting.
In any world,
that's disgusting.
You're behind me.
Do you know what I would have in front of me?
You have to be here. If someone else asked me that question, you're the answer.
Do you know who I would have in front of me?
Who?
I would have the tiniest Asian woman there is. She's not going to eat that much.
You'll be surprised.
A lot of food
eating competitions are done by tiny little Asian women.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I don't know. I just do. I indulge into the world of competitive eating.
Because he's Italian.
Yeah, and a lot of competitive eaters are small Asian women.
So who would you have in front of you?
Ash.
Ash?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus
We've already
Christ.
done that. No, I'm kidding.
Fucking.
There's nothing new.
It's nothing new.
No, Ash in front, Anthony behind.
Oh, you're so
Put
gross.
that in the movie.
I shouldn't have. All right, go. What's yours next?
If you're a superhero, what would your name and superpower be based on who you are?
My superpower would be that every time I sleep with a woman, she has 100% chance of a quintuple orgasm. So a 5 orgasm, right? And I have to be honest.
It's a pretty shitty superpower.
I am already. Shut up, asshole! I am already 80% there. It is guaranteed that you will get 4 with me.
My joke was that that's only ever going to happen twice. Then pretty shitty superpower if you only ever use it twice.
Yeah, but no. So my superpower would be that every time I sleep with a woman, she's guaranteed orgasm.
Yep.
And then I don't know what my superpower.
Your name would be? It would just be Samuel.
Superhero name would be Samuel. I think it would be Dr. Jones. Dr.
Jones.
Yeah. Or Dr. Love.
Dr. Love.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Or The Love Doctor.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Mine would be I could see hindsight before it happened.
Damn, dude. That was so philosophical. I feel like a bit of a...
Yeah, you're
I feel like a bit of a Neanderthal now. Captain Neanderthal.
Captain Neanderthal. No, I would definitely be
So hold on. Do you mean that you would be able to see
something go wrong before it happens?
The consequences of both decisions?
Yeah, before that.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant, man.
Yeah, that's an awesome superpower. Yeah,
that is,
I'd love to be hindsight before it was hindsight. Like, you know? And that you could call me
Captain Hindsight from South Park?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, Captain Hindsight. Yeah, and I think it would be really cool to know the outcome of everything before it happened.
Okay.
You know, like, if I could translate those skills into anything. I could become the best footy player in the world because I know where the ball's going to go.
Dude, I would become an investment banker.
Or investment banker. You could become the best soccer player. You could become anything because you know what's going to happen before it happens.
Yeah.
Captain Hindsight before it was
Captain Hindsight, Jesus.
Whatever that word is.
No, Captain Foresight.
Yeah. Great foresight would be awesome. Great superpower, I think.
Now, you ready?
Yep.
If you could have the power to read my mind, but only if I could also read your mind, would you want it?
No.
Why?
I wouldn't want to read your mind anyway.
What's wrong with my mind?
Heard him talk.
Yeah, touche. It's a clusterfuck up there, man. Yeah, I don't think I'd want it either.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to read my mind.
Nah.
No way.
I hear what you say. I don't want to know what you think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've seen what comes out of your mouth, let alone what's in the top of your head.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there's some people's mind I would love to read.
Yeah.
You know, like
fuck yeah.
my dogs. Fuck what he's thinking. Fuck, I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next question, bro.
I'm done.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're my questions for the week.
All right, I got one more for you.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll move on after.
How would your worst enemy describe you in one word?
Oh, shit. Arrogant. A lot of difference between being confident and being arrogant, but I feel like my worst enemies think I'm arrogant, not confident. And I think the people that know me just know I'm confident. I'm happy to always admit that I was wrong, and I'm happy to face criticism. But a lot of people from face value and a lot of people that don't like me only meet me off one incident, and it's because I'm extremely confident in what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think arrogant would be a word that a lot of my enemies would use to describe me. Or full of shit.
Yeah, I think I would go with full of shit. Not for you, but for me. I think I have had a habit in the past of talking outside the scope of my ability. And look, I do it even now, but still.
Absolutely. I dribble some shit here and there. I think definitely arrogant.
Don't be too generous.
What my enemies call me.
Yeah. All your enemies.
Yeah.
How many you got?
Enemies?
Are they coming after you?
Oh, yeah. I got to keep a gun for my protection, you know?
For your protection. You should keep condoms instead.
I mean, people want to come rob me, you know, man? Fuck.
Yeah, because you're so rich and powerful.
So many enemies, man.
Yeah. All right.
It's a good question, actually.
That's question time for this week.
So Anthony's full of shit and would love to suck dick. That's what we've learned from question time. Little recap.
Yep.
Carlton Dry is the winner.
Yep. There it is.
There it is.
I like the taste of penis.
Yeah, especially if he's a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, only if he's a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not now that I'm a man. Right now, I like the taste of vagin.
Yeah.
Okay. What's
the way you look definitely determines what you think upstairs. Oh,
there's going to be one day. There's going to be one day, dude. I'm gonna sack tap you like a fucking boss.
All right, let's move on.
What's next? I think that's the wrong button. Dude.
Recess.
No, let's keep going because I'm not prepared for the conspiracy thing.
No worries.
Story time.
Well, what about? Let's go back. And you tell me about your new book. You're reading your new book, you said.
Oh yeah. So the new book that I'm reading is called. It's not this one. The new book I'm reading is called Mastery. I got it on Kindle.
You have a Kindle?
Yeah, I got it on the iPad, man. It's really good.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that use Kindle.
I didn't want to do it, but it's so much better than getting a lot. Fucking what?
Yeah.
Don't allow.
The book's called Mastery.
It's by Robert Greene. Now
we'll have a link for it in the description below.
He also does it's got E on the end of green. It's on Amazon on Kindle or paperback. And it's got so he talks about mastery in terms of like it's not a master and slave thing. So all you fuckwits that are going to go, oh, fucking master, stop doing that. Like, dude, some of these social justice warriors actually or social vengeance warriors actually want to remove the word master from common parlance. And the reason is because that it brings up connotations of slavery.
Okay.
And I'm like, you guys are fucking idiots. Yep. Just ideologically ruined idiots. And so the book talks about how when we start something, we are in the apprenticeship stage.
Yep.
And when we're midway in that, in being involved in something, we are in the active experiment stage. So we're playing around, trying to figure it out. We understand it really well, and then we're playing it and figuring it out. And then the last stage is the mastery stage, where you understand it so well that you can then grow to redefine the genre and shit like that. So here's what I mean. In the context of security and in what I'm doing now, I'm in the apprenticeship stage of being a bouncer, which is different to being a security guard, right? And I'm learning. And every new environment I go into, the rules are different, the management's different, the team dynamic is different. And so you get you got to learn, but then when you get through there, you've also got to learn a few other things like what is the role of a bouncer, how to really negotiate with people, and shit like that. Now, and a shitload of other stuff. Now, but that also goes down again to the new role that I'm taking on right now, which is I'm being a security guard on a site in Melbourne. So you've got to learn the dynamics again, and so on everything new that we do, we go through these stages: apprenticeship, active, experiment, and then mastery. And so he also talks about in the book that it's vocation is something that someone does that they really feel called to do. So honestly, man, I think you feel this way too. I feel that doing like when I was a kid, and he says that some of the inspiration that you gain, that you really click to, comes from your childhood. And when I was a child, I wanted to be a preacher, a Christian minister. Now I'm an atheist, but I still have that inclination to express my ideas, which is why I do.
Yep.
And doing a podcast and YouTube channel, man, really, like, I love doing this, man. This is my vocation.
Yeah.
And so...
And we're in the apprenticeship stage.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a fuck ton to learn. Yeah. We still got duct tape on the wall up here.
Yeah. And so, but it's not just about that. It's about, like, we make mistakes I know I make mistakes all the time about things that I say that I shouldn't have said, things I should have said that I didn't.
Yeah.
Tackling subjects in the wrong way. And so, like, here's what I mean. I think we could have done I like what we did with the Fraser Ranning New Zealand Massacre material, but I think obviously we could have done better.
Yeah.
I could have been a bit more sensitive. You
Yeah.
know, I could have mentioned the victims more, et cetera, et cetera. And I think we'll get a lot better at that. But then eventually I want to get to mastery in this, but I also want to, I like it because it's my vocation. And
Yeah.
I've only started reading it recently. It's a fucking brilliant book. I paid, I think it was $15 on Kindle.
AUD.
What do you mean?
Aussie.
Oh, $15 Australian,
Yep.
AUD. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a really good book. Robert Greene, Mastery. He also does the 48 Laws of Power.
Yep.
And he does a couple of others, like 33 Strategies of War or something like that. So really good book so far. Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here 2 weeks into the same video game.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so Horizon 4. Still playing that racing game.
Wait,
Now-
what did you say?
Horizon 4. Forza 4
Okay.
Horizon. Like there's like Forza 7 now,
Yeah,
Forza 6, and like it's the Horizon version of it. Yeah, still smashing Forza 4 Horizon. Online mode is really fun. Racing other people online. I've got my car garage filled with like 90 different cars now, millions of dollars, bought my own house, just smashed the career mode, way past that. I'm now playing ranked online matches, which is awesome. Like, imagine Need for Speed 2, but online. Like Need for Speed Underground 2, but if they had an online ranked version where you could put your skills up. It's really fun. Really digging all the way the cars are built. There's obviously cars that do better for certain races, and it's a lot of depth. Even the way you play this one with a controller, even though it's on the PC, I'm playing on the PC with the controller. Now
Xbox controller?
Yeah. Now
okay.
Throttle control, brake control. You slam your brakes, your tires lock and they skid, so you have to really feather your brakes to go around the corner. If you're about to start the race, you spam your fucking acceleration, your tires skid as well to get the best takeoff. You want to, there's heaps of.
You got to time the button press.
Yeah, well, not even button press. It's throttle control, so it's how far you bring in that trigger.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same with the braking. So there's immense depth to the competitive online, especially where you can have a clutch, your manual or automatic, and obviously you have an advantage of driving clutch manual compared to automatic, but it has everything. It's all online against your race. It's great fun. It's honestly good fun. Yeah,
I like that.
Building cars and racing people online, and you feel good when you win a race. Because like these, it's you spend. There's some races you spend 25 minutes on, 22 minutes on just for the race. Now, every single corner matters. You make one wrong turn and you're put back in the sixth spot.
Yeah, you're fucked.
You're fucked, you know what I mean? Like every corner.
I like that. I like that it's challenging.
When you spend 20 minutes on a race and you've perfected your gear changes and you've perfected like every corner you've taken, you may take it some bad way, but you end up winning the race. You felt like all that last 20 minutes was worth it. Like it was rewarding, like it was rewarding. I was able to race without making the mistake. I had the best gear changes. My car was at the whatever it needed to be. Like it's good. Really rewarding game winning these online ranked matches.
Yeah.
And I've ranked myself and I'm up there and I'm giving it a go. And
yeah, nice.
You won't see me on the leaderboards, but you might see me in the races.
Yeah.
It's good fun. Really good fun. Not much of a car racing game, but it's taken a lot of
You mean you're not much of a car racing gamer?
Yeah, but it's taken a lot of things that I love from FPSs and like a loot box system. There's like a loot box system in Forza, and there's they've taken a lot. No, I love it. They've taken a lot of these really cool.
Do you have to pay for it?
No, like I said, I spent $1 for this game.
No. I mean, is it microtransactions?
No, every level you get a wheel spin.
That's
same with Overwatch. You can buy more, but you also get a lot if you just play the game. So it's like there's options for people that can't have time to play the game heaps to be able to buy and get their car garage up to what people who play for fucking 8 hours a day can. But you can absolutely do the whole game just buying the game. Like $1 for Microsoft fucking Xbox Gold Pass on your PC. 70 gig download, now you're in.
And then $11 a month after that.
Yeah, and then $11 a month after that.
Do they have yearly
subscription
options?
I'm only, 2 weeks in? Yeah, I'm sure you can buy Xbox Live Gold for a year. They used to do that on the 360.
Yeah.
It's real good fun. Real good fun. Yeah.
Do you have a story?
I don't have a story.
I've got a bit of a story.
Story
so
time.
My story this week is, so when I was 21, I went
10 years ago?
Yeah. I went to India and I was in New Delhi and I got Delhi belly. Do you know what Delhi belly is?
Is that like barley belly?
Yeah, it's when you
like
eat something.
Sickness? Is it from the water?
Yeah,
or?
it's food poisoning, essentially.
Yeah.
But it's really bad.
Yeah.
And so what happened was I got it from going to McDonald's on the way back from the Taj Mahal, right?
From
Macca's? Yeah, well, because they washed the lettuce in local water.
Yeah.
And so that fucked me. So I get back to the hotel and I'm just, dude, I legit had to lay on my stomach because if I laid on my back, I would shit at my ass with the consistency of urine.
Oh my God.
It was so bad, dude. It was so bad. So then, a doctor came in. So I went over there with the church group to talk to their church group when I was a Christian. And one of the guys from the church was a doctor. So he comes in and he goes, okay, now I want you to take these pills 2 times a day. Now, if you do not take them, if you cease to take them, you will die. And I'm like, fucking what?
Jesus, I'll take 5 a day.
And then I'm like, and then he goes, if you do not take them, you will die. I'm like, are you joking? Yes, I am.
No.
And I'm like, this motherfucker, right? So I'm taking the pills and I eventually get better. But before I do,
I'm glad.
I remember I went into I had to take a shit, right? And so I was lying on my stomach. I get up and as I'm walking to the toilet, my ass starts leaking, right?
Yeah.
So I go into the toilet and I pull my jocks down and I get there.
Take your pants off?
No, I wasn't wearing pants, bro. I was just wearing jocks, right?
Take your shirt off.
So I was, I go in there and I go into the toilet, but I missed. Like it came out too early, so I missed the bowl specifically. Then what happened was, I just left it there because I was fucking sick as shit. So then this guy comes in and he comes in about an hour later and he's like, "Hey, we're going to clean the room," and the fucking bathroom was a mess at that stage. It was fucking gross, just liquid shit on the floor and just horrible. So he comes in and he goes, "We're going to clean the bathroom. Is it okay?" I'm like, yeah, no, that's cool, dude. I'm like, this guy can handle it. He's seen this before. And then in comes this, she must have been 15 years old.
Oh, no.
Beautiful Indian teenage girl. And I'm like, don't send her into that, man. Don't send her in. She goes in there. She goes in there like a soldier.
Oh my God.
Like a soldier. That's the kind of woman I want.
God.
She didn't
got courage, mate.
She didn't have cowardice in her at all.
She got courage.
And so she goes in there, cleans it up, and then I go back in and do the damage again. Because I was fucked, man. I was fucked for like 5 days straight. It was so fucked. So then what happens is I go, I get better. But on the way to the Taj Mahal, what happens is, me and Ben, and my mentor at the time, and one of my best mates, he convinced me to go to India with him because he was a youth pastor and I was one of the leaders there. And he gets out of the car, because one of the things you got to remember is that Indian food in India has nowhere near the level of sugar and carbohydrates that Australian food does. So what I was actually finding is I was really, really tired because I was there for a month.
Yeah.
By about middle of week 2, I was really tired all the time.
Yeah.
And so I was in the car. I was fucked. I'm like, fuck this noise, whatever. I was in a bad mood, hangry. And so Ben gets out of the car, and outside of the car are these little monkeys that are about probably 1.5 feet, 2 feet tall. 2 feet tall if you're lucky. About 1.5 feet tall, right? And so he gets out of the car. He's like, "Come on, get out of the car." I'm like, "Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't want rabies." He's like, "Get out of the car, you pussy." So I get out of the car, and I go over to see this monkey. Now the monkey puts remember this, okay? So the monkey puts its paw on my shoulder and on my head, right? And they're little jumping monkeys and the kind of shit like that. And they jacked us for money, but that's a lesson I learned that
the monkeys jacked you.
No. The guys with the monkeys jacked us because it was. So I gave them 100 rupees, which was about was just around $30. No, it was around $3 because it was 30 to 1 back then. So I ran about $3, and then I told him to give his mate half of that. That's not going to happen. So Ben goes, "No, you got to give the other guy 100 as well." I'm like, fucking fine, okay. Jacked us for cash.
It's not much cash.
No, true, but it was the principle. So then he goes, I'm just thinking of another time because further down the road we go to the Taj Mahal, and then I did a deal with a guy and I got fucked. Paid $100 for two little boxes. And I should have, dude, if I went there now, I'd bargain so much harder because now I know how to do it, and you know, I'm easy to walk away.
Big fathers.
Yeah. So, we end up getting further down the road to another truck stop, right? And Ben, the dirty dog, he figured out that he could fuck with me if he used our tour guide with him, and our tour guide's name was Josh, right? So Josh tells me, "Oh, those monkeys back there, they probably got rabies. Did they touch you anywhere? Wipe your hands." So I get that Dettol shit and I wipe my hands, and then Ben goes, "Where else did they touch you?" I'm like, "Oh, they touched me on the head." He's like, "Well, go on." So I get this Dettol, I go into my hand on a serviette, and I just smack straight on my head, and I start rubbing it around. And then Ben starts laughing his ass off at me because he's fucking with me, right?
Yeah.
Then a few nights later, we get this hot water that's meant for your hands, right? But it's got lemon and lime in it. And I'm like, "Are you supposed to drink this?" And Ben goes, "Yeah." So I raise it like a centimeter from my mouth, and he's like, "No, put it down, man." He's just fucking with me the whole time, right? So then what happens is we're in a coffee shop, and
they eat a lot of food with their hands there, so that's how
So we're in a coffee shop, and there was this beautiful I was 21, she was 21, beautiful Indian girl named Sanya. Now she's probably married with kids now, right? But Sanya, we're in the coffee shop, me, Ben, Sanya, and I can't remember his name. Marlo, that's his name, Marlo. So now Marlo and Ben were kind of equal in terms of their position in their respective churches. And Sanya was coming along to meet the white boys from Australia, right? So, and me and Sanya were hitting it off pretty well. We had some good chemistry, and she was, enamored with me, and I was enamored with her, right? And then I go out to get some cash from the ATM outside, and I come back, and Sanya's just dry on me. I'm like, "What the fuck's happened, man? Something's wrong." I get back to the hotel, and Ben tells me that he told her that I'm on medication and I haven't taken my pills today. It was so funny, man. It was so, and like now it's funny, but I was like, "You dirty dog." But I wasn't seriously dirty because I could see the humor in it. But I'm like, "You motherfucker." He was just fucking with me the whole time. And I would so do that to someone now just to have fun with them.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But yeah, that's like that, just story time from India. Oh, and just lastly, I saw, I went to a plaza, walked around the corner to like an open plaza. I went downstairs and it was full metal, like metal music themed store. Like all the clothing, all the bands, all the music, all the t-shirts, fucking everything. It was incredible. There's nothing weirder than seeing an Indian bloke with an Iron Maiden t-shirt on. Nothing stranger, dude. It was fucking hilarious.
You got something for what made me angry?
I think I do. Let me have a look. What's your what made me angry?
The fucking weather.
Yeah.
Fuck this fucking weather, man. I don't know if you know this, but one day it dropped 15 degrees. It was beautiful, 28, sunny, nice. Then all of a sudden it's fucking 10 degrees. It's fucking 13 degrees. It's fucking cold. It's raining. You can't go outside for a cigarette without having to put trackies, socks, shoes.
Yep.
The whole lot on you.
That is why I vape, bro.
You should get a vape, bro. Underwear, but I can't fucking get out of bed these days because it's too fucking cold. This weather, this last week of weather has just been fucking shit. It's raining now.
Yeah, it's
cold
true.
as fuck now.
It's fucked. Yeah.
I hate the fucking cold, man.
Yeah.
This weather
me too.
Me.
Get ready, bro.
Yeah, I can't get out of bed.
Yeah.
Can't do shit. Can't go out for a smoke.
Yep.
Anything. It's just fucking cold. And I'm a cold shower man. I enjoy hot days in the cold shower. I don't enjoy being cold, getting in the shower and getting out and being cold again. You know, like freezing just while you're drying yourself and shit. Fuck this weather.
Yep.
Weather makes me fucking angry.
Yep. Fucking oath.
What do you have? This fucking energy drink and beers are going through me like water at the moment.
You got to take another piss too,
yeah,
yeah?
man. No. So
fucking hell, man.
You're gonna have to tell the camera why you're angry.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's going through like water. You ever get that?
What?
Just fucking you drink too much, and then all of a sudden, it just doesn't matter how much you need to pee. You just need to pee again.
Yeah, I find that with coffee sometimes.
Yeah. I'm good with coffee because I don't drink milk in that in mine. It's just
I don't either.
black, so.
Yeah.
You drink long black, so a bit more water in yours.
I drink short blacks now in that coffee machine because I've got a coffee machine and I got those pods. I drink short blacks, but yeah, you're right. Shit that blows my top is being interrupted when I'm talking. You know when you're talking to someone like that, like yeah, you know when you're talking to someone and they, you're talking and you've got a good point, but they're not even listening to you. They just go blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, no, but this is what I think and blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up and just let me finish, and then you can say what you want. But the problem is, it's getting it. I think they panic because they don't want to be. They want to get it like they really want to get it out right now, and so it really annoys me when I get interrupted while I'm talking. Like, it is very rare these days that I interrupt someone. Like, sometimes I'll go, yeah, but hold on, because there's a problem with what they're saying, and I find that that's useful because you can't have a conversation if you're both going up different streams. But I find that when someone interrupts me, and usually I'll call them out on it. Usually I'll just say, "Oh, just hold on. I don't usually say, don't interrupt me, because then that'll start a fight that's not worth having. But I'll just say, hold on. I haven't finished yet. Something like that. The other thing that annoys me, that really blows my top, is people that are on their phones while they're supposed to be doing something else, like talking to me. Like, right then I was just on my phone while you were talking, but I had to send, my girl a text to just say, hey, come at this time after filming. But it annoys me when people are on their phones. Like, here's what I do, right? If someone's on their phone, and I go to talk to them, I'll just wait. And I'll just go silent. I won't even tell them what I'm doing. And they go, oh, no, keep going. No. Oh, why not? Because you're not giving me your attention. Oh, no, I am. No, you're not. And the fact that you think you are is arrogance, and it fucking irritates me. Stop thinking that you can do two things at once, especially if you're a bloke.
Not actively listening.
Exactly. And it's so disrespectful, man. And it's like, you know, I walk into restaurants and I see cunts on their phone. Everyone around the table's on their phone. Like, fucking live in the moment, you fucking robots.
I watched the sheep shearing once.
Yeah.
At the front row, and me and my partner were sitting there watching the sheep shearing, you know, just watching it. I turned around and there was not a single other person in the grandstand that wasn't filming it. What the fuck are you going to go home and start showing? Like,
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares about your Instagram. If you really want to show
someone how a sheep is sheared, just fucking Google it.
Yeah.
And like, there's plenty of videos of how a sheep gets sheared. But when you're there watching it, just be in the moment. Yeah. Like, some guy was performing for us, you know? It's essentially a performance.
Yep.
He's shearing his sheep for everyone. He's talking. He's answering questions. And me and my partner, the only one sitting there acknowledging.
Now, the problem is that he probably likes the fact that they're on their phones because he thinks he's going to get hits and shit, and people are going to go to his webpage and shit like that. And that might be true. But the problem is, like, if you go out to it, I'm sure
he was annoyed because I'm pretty sure he
see what you just did there? You see what you fucking interrupted me. So
no, I was adding to the conversation.
Yeah.
No. I was just trying to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, taking the piss. So, like, have you ever gone and watched the sunset? Like with Ash, right? Or just the sunset, sunrise, or just something beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And you keep your phone in your fucking pocket.
Yeah, the whole time.
Because it's about the moment. Yeah. Whereas if you take your phone out and take a photo, not only do you lose yourself from this moment, but the phone doesn't capture it the same as being in the moment. It's so annoying.
How many times do you go back and look at those anyway? You know.
Oh, never.
Yeah, never.
Never, man. Yeah. Nobody looks at their old Instagram shit. Yeah. They expect other people to do it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. So yeah, that's what blows my top.
Angry too. Yeah. Live in the moment.
I tell you what, also it still blows my top. Still Italian's name Sam with blonde hair and blue eyes. What's next, man?
It's story time. A sound advice.
Sound advice.
We've done story time. Sorry, guys. Got over excited. Sound advice.
This guy cannot. It annoys me when you. No, because I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I was waiting on you to put the next sound signal up. I'm like, oh shit, what's next?
What's next? Sound advice. It's getting cold again. It's that fucking weather.
Are you getting cold?
Yeah.
Do you want a jacket?
No.
Okay. So here is my sound advice for this week. I want to talk to young people again, mainly young men, because again, I don't tell young women what they should do because I've learnt my fucking lesson. Here's my sound advice for this week. Get a mentor, right? I've seen over the last generation a massive push for self-esteem and teaching kids that they can be anything they want to be. First of all, you can't. If you're 5'2", you can't be a fucking basketball player. If you're 7'4", you can't be a fucking astronaut. If you're dumb as dog shit, you can't be a math genius. There's just certain things you can't do. Stop being so fucking, you can do anything. No, you can't. You can't. And you shouldn't aspire to be anything you want to be. You should aspire to be what you're good at, and you should aspire to do what you love, and you should aspire to you have to be specific, and that's what annoys me, right? So, that's not me being a prick. That's just me letting you know life's a prick. Your genes are a prick. Some of your social, some of your life, like the social arena, is just going to be a prick. Some of the people listening to this think they can take on life themselves, that they can solve life's problems themselves, and that anything they face is able to be overcome just by wanting it enough. And some of them are right. There are some people that can do extraordinary things by themselves. Absolutely extraordinary things by themselves, right? And they don't need the help of other people. Let me tell you something. You are not one of those people. You know how I know that? Because I'm not one of those people. And Sam's definitely not one of those. No. But people think that because of this stuff, I can be anything I want to be and I don't need any person to help me. Most of you, that's not true. And again, I'm not being a prick because I'm in that boat. I need people in my life and in my mind that can provide the answers to the questions that I have and lead me to the right direction to find the answers that I need. Those people are called mentors or womentors, if you're one of those feminists. Did you like that? Even Ash hates it. I'm going to give you a few reasons that you need a mentor. A, because you don't have all the answers. It is just as simple as that. Yeah. And this is one of the reasons that I do the book review every week. Just talk about a book. Because books and look, YouTube videos are good, but books are a lot better because you are forced to spend more time thinking about and processing the information relevant to that subject. You don't have all the answers. B, because the men and women that have gone before you have survived, thrived, achieved and pushed boundaries, and they have the answers that you don't. And it is evidenced by that fact. The reason we have phones, the reason we have the theory of relativity, the reason we have the germ theory of disease, the reason we have washing machines, microwaves, box lights, computers, cans of mother, beer, vapes, all of that shit. People have gone before us, and it's not necessarily what they have done. It's the method they've used to get there. So, pushing forward despite adversity, never giving up, etc., etc., etc. All those things. C, because we are all followers and some of us are leaders. But because we are all followers, we need to be smart and wise about who we follow. Here's the deal. You are a follower. It is just as simple as that. You follow trends, you follow themes, you follow fashion, you follow whether it's Honda or Suzuki or Harley Davidson, whether it's you like this beer or that beer, or you like this footy team or that footy team, or you like this political party or that. We're all followers in some sense. And so because we are, most people don't realize that they're sheep, and so they end up following someone that leads them down the wrong path. They think they can handle what's happening, but they can't. So they get a shit mentor, or they get someone like a cult leader. They get someone in their life that completely fucks their life up because they don't realize that they're following the wrong person or theme just as a consequence of being human. D, because the only way to become a master is to accept the role of the student. And this takes humility. It takes humility to admit that you don't have all the answers and that you need someone to teach you how to go and where to go and what to do. You need to accept the role of the student, and that is for the rest of your life. And that's what I've done. Sometimes I get cocky and I think I know the answers, but then again, every experience of assuming humility is a good thing. Like even when, like in my new job, my new boss, he's a bit of a, I love him. He's a great guy, but to me, he doesn't seem like the best leader. But again, I kept my mouth shut and I just followed his lead. And that's the best thing to do. He's not going to be my mentor. And people have got different mentors for different things, but we'll get into that. Because some people are such specialists in their field that you need to know what's in their mind. If you want to talk to someone like, what's his name? Lawrence, I can't remember that physicist's name. If you want to talk to Neil deGrasse Tyson about astrophysics, or you want to talk to what's his name? Bill Gates about computer coding and shit like that, or making a business, or you want to talk to the people that I spoke about last week that are the master of one field. Yeah. You want to go to them and you want to say, look, I want to learn this and I want to learn how to do it. And you will find everybody wants to. It's especially with men. Men want to teach. They want to project what they know onto the next generation because there's nothing more fulfilling to the ego and to the sense of they're doing something good for the world. If you ask to be taught, you will be taught.
Oh yeah,
it's as simple as that. Yeah. People love that shit.
Yeah.
Now, and you want to get the people that are really, really, really good at what they do. The next one is because having a mentor, not a messiah or a savior, but a mentor will help you deal with the unpredictability of life as that unpredictability escalates. So when you were a kid, shit was unpredictable, but it was controlled by the fact that you had the safety net of your parents in your home, right? Mm-hmm. When you're in school, shit comes at you but it's all on the kind of train tracks. When you get out of that, life fucking changes, man. You're on your own and you got to fucking deal with life. And so having a mentor really helps you deal with, so for example, if you've got an emotional mentor that you can talk about relationships with, or you have a technical mentor that you have conversations about, if you're a mechanic or a coder or something like that, you need different mentors in your life that apply to the different aspects of your life. And the last one is, it fast tracks lessons that you need to know to succeed and avoid constant failure. Look, you can learn the hard way or you can learn the easy way. Not the easy way, but the easier way than making all the mistakes yourself. Because all the people that are masters of their field, there's a quote that I love by Winston Churchill. I believe it's him. You never know the internet these days. And it is success is moving from failure to failure without the loss of enthusiasm. Yep. Right? Now, if you actually live by that, and I try to live by that, dude, I fail all the time, but I just keep fucking going. And then eventually I will feel success.
Yeah.
Right? And so if you can get someone in your life that has made the mistakes that you don't want to before you then can stand on the shoulders of giants and make those further mistakes and then teach that to the next generation. Right? You hear those crickets?
Yeah, they're very loud.
Yeah. So shut the fuck up, bro. Stop trying to get laid.
Can you hear them?
Yeah.
I'm asking the audience.
The mic's not picking it up. Anyway.
Okay.
Maybe it is. So here are some of the mentors that I have that are known maybe to you. Jordan Peterson, Jocko Willink, Joe Rogan, Chris Voss, Robert Kiyosaki. The lessons these guys have taught me. Jordan Peterson. Get my own life in order before I try to change the world or expect it to change for me. The importance of speaking the truth. To appreciate my cultural history of Christianity despite being an atheist. To voluntarily, and this is really important, this is so important, to voluntarily accept the burden of life instead of having to deal with it anyway with a bad attitude. So important. Jocko Willink. Be disciplined. Move forward despite hardship. Own my own mistakes. Do not shirk responsibility or try to avoid blame. Joe Rogan. Discipline. How to think and discuss issues. The importance of repetition and practice and practice and practice and practice. Chris Voss. How to negotiate. The use of tactical empathy. To listen and understand before replying. Robert Kiyosaki. He's got a book named Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he talks about what is and isn't an asset or a liability. And another thing really, really important that I learned from Robert Kiyosaki is work hard, but not for money. Work hard, but not for money. And you will find that if you work hard on your chosen vocation, you will be, by an order of magnitude, way above your competitors. So here are some of the ones that you don't know, from, I'm just going to name two, just from my own life. One of them is Nick Karras, which is, a mentor that I have. He's in the security industry. He taught me the importance of protocol. And you've got to do what you do the right way.
Yep.
And you've got to be smart about it. You can't just go in there as a hard-headed bouncer and think that you're going to change the world. Absolutely. You will fail absolutely every time. And if not this time, eventually it'll catch you.
Yep.
You will get caught out. So he's very, very careful about how he works and how he runs his business. And another thing I learned from him is the super importance of hard work and the benefits of that hard work. Another mentor that I had, and shout out to Ben Watts, that's the guy that was fucking with me in India.
Oh, yeah.
Another mentor that I had that I really want to give a shout out to is Ben Watts. He taught me a few really important lessons when I was a lot younger, and here they are. Not having people in my life who cause drama in my life.
Yeah.
Right? So I learned that when I was 19 years old under his tutelage, and dude, that changed my life. Just that single sentence changed he said to me, I don't have people in my life that cause drama in my life. And it blew me away. I completely changed what I did after that. And all through my 20s, it was really good to have friends in my life that did not bring their problems onto me. Just hold on. I got a drink. I got a sore throat. The next thing he taught me was the importance of being loyal, worthy of trust, and reliable. Another thing he taught me, because I was a young man at the time, I just finished high school when he was my mentor. Don't be late, be on time. And I really mean that, be on time. Like, he taught me that, and I didn't understand how important it is. If you're late, you look like, you just look useless. And look, be late if you want to. I don't give a fuck. I'm not your mentor, and I'm not your dad, but
I hate being late.
Yeah, you will look unprofessional and untrustworthy and unreliable. If you can't be there on time, if you can't be trusted to look at a watch and follow it accurately, no one's going to trust you with anything else. The importance of using your head with your heart. He taught me that. Wait, what?
No.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Fucking this drongo over here. So he taught me the importance, because like I remember when I was going through a relationship problem with my girlfriend, and I called him up and I said, look, what should I do? And he goes, look, man, you've got to do what you're going to do. And if she wants to come along for the ride, sweet. And I thought, fucking oath, because I can put her first, but what happens if we break up? And what happens if X? And what happens if Y? And what happens if Z? You got to do what you want to do. And then for me, the woman that wants to come along with me, if she wants to join in, sweet. And it's the same with her. She's got to do what she wants to do. And if I align with those goals, fucking nothing can stop us. I learned that from him as a mentor. Another thing I learned from him was, leadership means that you can't show the people that you are leading that you are freaking out, even when you are. I really learned that with him, and you have to stay calm, because if you start panicking as the leader, everybody under you will start panicking, and they won't trust you. They won't think you're competent. They won't know what you're doing, and you'll immediately lose your position of leadership.
MC Piggy once told me.
Huh?
MC Piggy once told me, one of my mentors, Bacon, he once told me, I would never ask my staff to do something I wouldn't do myself. And that
absolutely
falls into that very much. And that's something
absolutely
that he first said to me when I first managing, and it has stuck with me forever. Someone throws up on the floor. If you're not willing to clean that up, why would you ask someone else?
Yep, absolutely.
You know, someone does something bad in the toilets. If you're not willing to do it, don't ask someone else.
Yep.
If you're not willing to do put the hard yards in, if you're not willing to do it yourself, don't expect others.
Absolutely. Even to the point where I remember when I've seen leaders in my life do, like, I remember, because a lot of the Christian ministers these days, they like sitting in their office and just getting up and preaching, but they don't like the hard work involved in running the church, right? Yeah. And I say this as an atheist, but that's just my life experience. I remember seeing the minister of my church, Warren McMartin, down at Faith City in Wodonga. Say what you want about the church and him, whatever, I don't care. I remember seeing him pick shit out of the gutter, not shit, but just stuff out of the gutter and like out of the drain because the drain was clogged. Did it with his bare hands. And I'm like, this guy's willing to work because he comes from the country in a hard generation as well. I'll finish soon. Just give me a sec.
Yeah, you're all right. Yeah.
Now, another thing I learned from Ben was you write down a list of the shit you have to do that day and you knock them off one by one. Write things down. He really taught me that. He also taught me by accident that people will leave your life. People will do things that it disappoints you, but it wasn't their intention to disappoint you. But that's okay because you'll be fine. And here's what I mean. I really looked up to Ben, and I still do. Like, I reckon he's a fucking champion. But when he left, he moved to Queensland to go into financial planning. When he left, I lost my direction.
Yeah.
In church and because I figured out that I was in it for the wrong reasons, and that's why I left. But he was a very magnetic leader, and there was no one in there that was kind of the same. And so, for me at least, I needed someone to really guide me. Because I was 21, maybe even 20, but I think I was 21 20 when he left. No, 21, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, very young and kind of came from a sheltered childhood. And he left and I was disappointed. But then I figured out that's okay. That's okay. Life happens and you got to grow up and hard shit happens, And so he also taught me about, one thing he really taught me. I remember it one day. So when you're a leader in an organization, like a corporation, you're holding people's wages over their head, right?
Yeah.
I remember he told me one day, so he asked me to do something, and then one of the sub youth pastors told me to do something. So I did what the sub youth pastor did, and then he said, why didn't you do what I asked you? And I said, well, this other guy asked me something. Now, I said, look, man, you got to tell me who has more authority here, you or him. And he goes, listen, man, because he's dealing with volunteers, right?
Yeah.
That's how you get real good leadership, dealing with volunteers. So he said to me, he goes, listen, man, this is not about who has the most authority. This is about you and me and him working together to get this done.
Yep.
And that completely changed my paradigm of dealing with people. It's not about me coming down hard on you saying, I've got the authority and you have to do it. Because they could just walk out.
Yeah.
You're not paying me money.
Yeah.
Right? He just said, look, do you believe in this? Yeah. Do I believe in this? Yeah. Does he believe in this? Yeah. Then let's work together.
Yeah.
Let's sort this out and let's work together. And I think a lot more leaders would do a lot more good if they thought of things that way. And the last thing that I'll say that he taught me, I remember when I think I was 18 and I was feeling ashamed at the fact that I was wanking and to porn, right?
Yeah.
Because Christianity really kind of tries to shame you about that. And so he said to me, I wanted to have a chat with him, and I was dumbstruck in the genuine sense of the word. I couldn't say it to him. And I was really silent for a while. And he just said to me, he goes, look, man, nothing you say is going to surprise me. And that made me feel so comfortable because I knew that he'd heard it all. And like, I remember the senior minister of the church, even my parents, et cetera, all these people that think they can handle it. You say something to them and they freak out. When you're talking to your parents and you go, I did drugs. What the fuck? I fucking. Like, you got to just relax, you motherfucker. Just relax. You have to be able to handle anything. That's why if someone comes to me and says something that they think is going to shock me, it doesn't shock me. Because I've seen so much dark shit. So much dark shit. And so now I just think that people, when they come to me and talk, they have to know that I'm not going to, oh my God, and judge me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and judge them. I'm not going to judge you. Okay, so you're fucked up. So blah, blah, blah. Is it yellow or red yet? Okay, sweet. But I just think that you need a mentor because you listen to all that shit that I learned from these blokes and women, especially in my life. You listen to all that shit. You need to know different shit that they know as well. You need to get a mentor.
Yeah.
Because it will absolutely make your life. Is it yellow or red? Yellow? Okay. We're talking about the battery for those guys who don't know. So you need to get a mentor in the field that you want to be good at, whether it's a psychologist and you're going through emotional issues, or a counselor, or you're trying to make YouTube videos and you need a mentor doing that. You need to be taught. Life is about learning. Life is about learning how to learn. And if you don't have a mentor, if you think you can do it all yourself, okay. We'll come back to you in 5 years and find out how good that goes for you, because you'll be further along if you've got the drive to do it. But if you get a mentor, you will absolutely crush your chosen field.
Yeah.
Get a mentor.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, we've all had mentors.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Absolutely.
Even if it's your soccer coach.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'll tell you a couple of times some of my mentors have given me some great advice.
Definitely do
I
it.
had a soccer coach one time and we were running laps and we didn't have such a fit person on our team. Now, we had to get the 5 laps done before we could go do some proper fun training. So we all wanted to smash the laps out and we'd all sprint as much, but we'd leave the unfit kid at the back. And he would the coach would grill us. You have to run as a team. You have to run as a team. And the main point was you're only as fast as your slowest player. No matter what you do, if it's soccer, if you're at work, if you're you're with a relationship, you're with your partner, you're with your kids, you're only as fast as your slowest person. Every single person is on your team. You need to work together. So there's no point getting angry at that kid for...
Yeah, he didn't choose to be weak.
Yeah.
Or slow.
Run with him. You're a partner. You're a team.
Yeah.
Do those laps together.
And doing that?
Yeah.
Doing that also gives him that kind of emotional energy to run faster.
And I think it teaches something a lot at work, even in your work life, at home, anywhere. You're only as strong as the weakest person on your team. And you need to
chain's
work
only
as
as strong as
team.
it. Yep.
Now, if you individually ask the weakest person to lift, he's not going to lift much.
Yep.
But if you lift together as a team, even the weakest person can lift a lot.
Yep.
If you work as a team, even the weakest people on your team will lift a lot more than if you ask them to lift alone.
Yep.
And that's what my soccer coach, Billy, told me as a kid. And from then on, we always ran as a team.
Yeah.
Never let anyone behind.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the wild buffaloes. They'll run together as a group and they'll run as fast as the slowest one.
Yeah, because they need to.
Yeah.
They need to.
It goes back to one of my mentors at work telling me that I'd never ask staff to do something that you wouldn't do yourself. And that's just another big life lesson. Obviously, my father taught me a lot as a kid. Father's a great mentor. Some people don't have fathers, but fathers can also be a great mentor. Taught me a lot about morals and the way you should behave, and even if something makes you angry, try and see from their side, etc., etc. But I think it's beautiful. You should always have a mentor. You should always have someone who knows a bit more in their field. And like you said, if you spend 5 years without a mentor trying to do something, you may succeed or you may go further. But imagine how far you could go if you had a mentor as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, good sound advice, that one.
Thanks, man.
No worries. Anything else?
That's it for today, bro.
Close it off. TAF 7.
Time to go and smoke some weed for you, eh? Hey.
Thanks for watching.
We're done. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening, watching, whatever you're doing. If you just got the headphones in, if you're just on the computer.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to say this as well. Actually, I should have said this earlier because now they're going to think it's over already. I just want to thank you guys for listening because I love seeing more views on YouTube and I love seeing more listens on iTunes because it means that you're listening to what we're doing and you appreciate it. I would ask you to share. I know that sharing's kind of, passe these days. It's kind of like
share anything.
I don't really share too much. I share something if I really like it.
Yep.
Like I share this shit.
Word of mouth is good as well.
Yeah. Dude,
we're very small on Facebook, and I think we're actually going to be creating a new Facebook for like legal reasons and the name and shit. But definitely get around us, get around it.
Yeah, and like don't share it on Facebook. Just tell your friends and family in person about a great podcast if you like it.
Yeah, or if you think they would like it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm digging it.
Yeah, thanks, Anthony.
Thanks, Sam.
No worries, mate.
Time to finish, bruz.
Like our videos! Subscribe our videos!
Also, press the notification bell.
Thanks for watching, guys! Videos are here!
And here.
And here.
Is it here?
Are they here?
Is it now? Yeah, somewhere.